Hi. Oh man,
Hi, everybody.
what a day! What a day! This is a pretty short notice for me putting up the thing, but it's okay. We're here. Eventually, people will get here and all that good stuff. So hopefully, you're having a. I didn't get to see what you wrote about your day. It was something about not being good. So hopefully, tonight is gonna be a little bit better for you. So we
Oh,
got
I hope so.
we got tonight to
Today,
go.
today was a today was a doozy at the office.
Oh, yeah, hey, tomorrow's Friday, it's another day, but we got
Exactly.
the fall conference. I actually had to sit here and think about this because I did not realize this was considered the fall. I mean, it makes a lot of sense because it's November. It feels like it's gonna be winter. That's all. That's all. It always confuses me when I start thinking about fall, winter, because the last one was in August maybe, and they counted that as spring. That's what my thing is telling me. Yeah, it was spring. Yeah, that's what I don't know. But we are back here today to do this once more. Oh, by the way, this is funny because before I get on here, I do a test of the volume. Fujimi Fantasia Bunko Volume Number 2. It is up for pre-order. So hopefully everybody is coming to figure out what you want to do with all of that one. That one's going to be interesting. I actually wanted to say that part of buy or investing at this point is luck. That is the secret ingredient at this point. There's actually one other one that's actually pretty important, but luck is has a bunch to do with it as well. So, do you know what I mean by that at all? You have any clue?
Um, I'm just. I would assume that you mean factors lining up.
Hmm.
Such as playability, collectability, what characters, if it
Luck.
actually gets any traction.
Yeah, luck. Luck is a big thing, so let luck decide if it's going to be successful or not. But outside of that, Bushiroad Global Online Store, there's always somebody. There's like two people that ask me still to this day, when are they going to release the Fairy Tale Chronicle set? So if you did not see that, it is already out there. So as of yesterday, it was like 96, and there's still 96 available. So you have a fair shot at getting it if you really want it. Okay. Yay.
Uh,
So what are you excited for tonight?
um, I mean, obviously, I want Uma. I am very interested to see if a ban list comes out. Japan has a ban list already on Avenue Mujica, and with how it's done so far, I could easily see that coming.
Yeah.
Um, they like banning based on attendance and literally, I didn't have the best day in Chicago, and the table I was sitting at, there were 16 players at the table run that I was sitting at. 10 of them were playing Avenue, so that's a lot.
Oh,
For
well,
one set in Weiss Schwarz. So that ban list could be incoming. Um, you know, th- um, there's a couple other things that I think would be really good for the collecting community to come out. Um, and I'm not going to reveal the hints, but there were some hints given, and one of them started a little bit of a firestorm when I brought it up in my local player group chat.
yeah,
I threw a
um,
theory out, and one of my players is like, "No, I don't want it coming over."
yeah,
So
I'm kind of done
we'll
with
see.
any sort of hints.
Oh, yep, that's why I'm going to go over them. I was just bringing it up for conversation.
Oh yeah, no, go with that. It's more because again, so I've said this before, but I watch Deadliest Catch or anything like that on Discovery, and before the episode starts, they literally show you what's about to happen in the episode, and it's like, well, dude, I'm just sitting here. Like, why would I want to know when I just want to watch the thing? Like, what's the point of me
Yep,
spending the next hour watching it if you literally just told me what was going to happen right at the beginning? That's kind of insane to me. So
I
that's,
actually kind of fell into the hints. They were messaged to me by a friend on Discord, and I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah,
It was kind of odd. It didn't come up on my Twitter feed, but okay.
yeah, yeah. So It'll be a interesting night. I mean, we've had many choices to go from. One of the choices that you're not going to end up should not be getting is this E25th anniversary, which actually comes out today. Did you see any of the cards for it?
I really haven't paid attention to it. It's
Mm.
key titles are extremely popular at my locals,
Oh yeah.
so it's one that I just know I'm gonna see, and I'll just wait. I just wait till release and somebody brings it.
You could see some of the cards as they roll past, but yeah, the Key 25th anniversary, it's definitely one of the ones I love the most. When I look through the different anime or IPs that are inside of here, I'm like, dang, all these are good. All these are good. And then when I think about Heaven Burn Red right here and how story rich and sad it all is, and then to find out that it's in this thing, and I'm like, okay, well, that makes a whole lot of sense about everything. So then you have over here out on Yuyute, SSP's all gone. You have some fairly expensive cards. I mean, like this one right here is 69,800, which if you go back to not that one, but the card that it was is this one right here just laying on the bed. And then this one that's probably should be part of Weiss Schwarz Rose. That's they got some
Well,
pretty decent,
he,
really
I
nice
mean,
looking stuff.
he was a Rogue Games before they went
Yeah.
mainstream.
Yeah, so, it's
Because
got some
Non has
cards in here. Yeah, so, I mean, if anybody likes Key, definitely take a look at this, especially when you look at the mid-rarity is what I'm gonna point out to you. The PRR cards, they are lovely, and like I said, more than likely not coming over to English, right? Because we've already had Key 20th anniversary. I think it was the 20th anniversary, and that didn't come to English. Unless one day they magically beam them all over here. So there we are. Okay. Yay. Konosuba too?
seeing the card arts for the first seeing the card arts you're scrolling through that a lot of them are really pretty.
They are really pretty. They are really pretty. That's what people are missing out on. If you have not looked at this set, it's really, really nice. I wanted to do something for it, but I figured I'm just gonna just surprise everybody if I do tonight. So it was actually do the video for this or do tonight. So ended up being to we're live. So I'm telling you now, buy it up. But just know that this is a premium booster box, which means, as you can see here, a lot of this is still available. Except for these two. Outside of that, everything else is going to be here, and I imagine it's going to be here because it's a premium booster box. Yes, my love affair with premium booster boxes. And this thing, Fairy Tale Chronicle set, which, by the way, as I've said before, if they come out with another one of these exactly the same way, I am quitting Weiss Schwarz and selling No, I'm not going to sell everything, but I'm quitting Weiss Schwarz. It's over. Uh, yeah, that's it. What else you got here for me? Azure Lane,
Well,
Marvel.
that's been doing Azur Lane's been doing really good.
In what way?
I a lot of people just been I mean, obviously the collectors and all jumped on it. Rudy's made a metric ton of money off of it. But playability wise, I'm seeing a lot of people getting really excited about it.
Nice, nice. Yeah, good to
Um
hear that every day. Wait, why is
yeah,
TCG Player not working for me? TCG
it's not
Player.
really it wasn't a set that, I mean, it popped up in Japan and did a little bit and then it kind of disappeared. So, but I'm seeing a lot of, hey, this looks really fun discussions with it. Um even myself, I stole some cards from my significant other and built 8 bar with the cats and just screwed around with a lot of locals to try it out before the Meister Cup later on this month. But it just had a lot of really fun mechanics in it.
Going on with this? Okay. I'm like trying to click it on the screen. It's not working. 4816. Oh, did you see Gun Gale too? I showed it on the Discord, but
Yeah, I saw it on the Discord. I'm like, I feel bad for those sellers, but I can't see any reason for it to be more than that.
1369.
Yeah, the set's that bad.
It should be more than that. Like anything should be more than this. This is insane. Like the pricing on it is absolutely insane because I can't even go back and name a product that has dropped this far from how much it should be worth. Right? Like think about that.
Psychono TDs? Psychono TDs were pretty bad.
This is a premium booster box.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's like
But that was
30
the
30
Psychono
something.
TDs dropped like a rock.
Yeah, but TDs are TDs. This is literally just released and it should have been 30 something dollars and it's $13.69 and it's just that dude has 48 and then you look through this list, it's not just one. It started out with one and then other people started undercutting each other, but look, this entire whole page of 10 sellers are $15 and below. Like that is absolutely insane. You just see it should be here. It should be these prices, $33 and up. I'm like, that's insane. Yes, this is tonight. It is tonight. Yeah, I mean, Bushiroad alerted us to this, a while ago that the conference was happening, but they didn't put it up there. So unless you put it up there with like a couple days ahead of time, this is just they let us know like 10 hours ago that this is happening tonight. By the way,
Yeah, the first time they let us know was like a month ago. I
yeah,
threw it up on the Discord,
but
and
you
then I even forgot the date until I had to relook it up a
well,
couple days ago.
and that's the point because there's no one's how I know they even say it on there. They're like mark your calendars. I don't know anybody marking their calendar for Bushiroad English Conference Autumn 2025. At least uh, maybe I'm the only one that doesn't do that, but it seems kind of insane. So
I
it's
I
you
admit I'm pretty excited for
did you schedule mark it on your calendar?
I have my hopes up. I have my hopes up for it, and I am kind of excited about it. So yeah, I have actually been kind of looking forward to it.
No,
Now,
but did you
when
mark it
that
on your
happens,
calendar? Did you mark it on your calendar?
um
Because they like
not until a couple
realistically,
days ago.
with YouTube, you can actually you can schedule this ahead of time. And for the fact that these premieres, which means it's a pre-recorded video, they could have scheduled it like a week ago or a couple of days ago. That's my biggest complaint. It's like, yeah, if you want people to watch this thing, maybe give a little bit more notice instead of just putting it out now. It just goes back to how English is just an afterthought, is what it is. It's like forget it. Even like the hints, right? Because it used to be the hints
hmm
were days before. That's the point. It's
Um,
just
the day before, usually, if I remember correctly, day before.
that was days before. It went from days
Okay.
before to one day before to same day kind of deal. That's what happened over time. It's just whoever's controlling that social media account, and it's not the same guy as it was before.
Nope.
Hello, you say booyah.
Intern Coon 1 went on to other things. Now we have Intern Coon 2.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So that's why it's just not the same level of awareness when it comes to the community. And I feel like I've seen an especially surprise guest every time. What was that? Hololive last time?
Yep. Callie
So,
Mori.
by the way, Oska's not dead. This is actually a surprise to me because we end up with they took like a time period off putting out product, but hey, they're back now. Which, by the way,
Oh,
we got this one, the receptionist. We got that really cool giant hammer. I never finished that series. I ended up at like 8, 9 episodes in, and then I just stopped caring. But it was a cute show at the beginning. It was a lot of fun. So Oska is still alive. You also have Rise Overture. I really do like this Nexten. I started looking at this and I'm like, Nexten 4.0 looks pretty cool. If anybody's interested in that. Weiss Schwarz Rose, if you didn't see, I'm just going through this really quick. Aqua Plus. They got some, oh, yep, those cards right there. People are really excited about this one. Take a look, take a look. There's nothing horrible here, so hopefully YouTube doesn't go nuts on me. And then Build Divide. If you did not see, I think the biggest thing from Build Divide coming is My Dress Up Darling volume number 2. I need to turn this off. This is season 2. So those are
Okay.
my
I
thoughts.
thought Build Divided also died. So.
No, it's not even close. Not
Oh,
even
okay.
close. I mean, you still have a Licorice Recoil Premium, Madoka. No, this is one of those ones that have been staying on. Osaka seems like it was clinging on, but it's still there. This one's going to be interesting to see how this one pans out. I don't. Number 1 did really, really well, and I know pre-orders for this is already closed. So good luck with that. You also have to contend with tariffs at this point. I think that's one of the other biggest problems with all of this is tariffs. So I don't know how much that's going to be. Let's go. Kind of
That's
feels like they
I
are.
could definitely tell you the tariffs are affecting a lot of what's going on in my neck of the woods. So, unfortunately.
Yeah, Osaka. That's what I thought. I felt like Osaka was actually just going to go away. That's what I thought. And for a while there, it probably was looking that way. But no, it's back. It seems like it's okay. They announced a bunch of new IPs, so I think that'll be all right out there. Yeah, I was actually surprised when I saw something come up for it. Have you anybody out there ordered anything from Japan with the tariffs? I have not gotten tariffed. I beat the tariff deadline, I guess you could say. I don't know what percent it
Um,
is.
I know David Young in the chat, who just popped up in the chat. He's been kind of getting beat up by them with Hololive merchandise.
Is it
Um,
how much is it? Is it percent wise? Is it 10, 15,
I
20,
I'm
30?
not sure. I'm not sure. He showed me his bill though for tariffs, and it was like $56 for Bibu merch.
The what?
So
What? I was trying to piece together.
Bibu, Bibu from Hololive, he bought.
Oh,
I guess he bought one of her drops. So it was like $56. At first, I thought it was a dollar sign instead of a six on the picture that he took. So I'm like, $6. Oh, that ain't bad. He's like, it's 56. I'm like, oh, ouch.
yeah. Yeah, I started I just typed it into the internet and it says up to 35%. And I'm thinking about this. I'm sitting here reading how much like this card over here is on UUT, and I'm like, well, 35%. There's I would hope it's not 35%. So that's crazy. Because I don't know. I mean, but then again, key 25th, probably not coming. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do here. 15 to 20%. Thank you, Gigantor. Yes, I appreciate that you liked my mommy thing. Did you see that one coming on my bar drink thing? I thought that was, actually, if I could be truthful here, when I went to that bar, so the recent short that I did, I went to a bar that makes TCG drinks. Like you bring a card, you pay 2,000 yen, and voila, they make a custom cocktail for you. So it was actually really, really cool, the cocktail that I ended up with. But I actually brought all 4 girls with me. And all the videos of the different people going to that bar, they never tell you how much it is. That's why in my video, I wanted to tell people that it costs 2,000 freaking yen to make a drink. And I'm like, dude, I'm not getting 4 drinks for 2,000 each for all the different girls. I wanted to show all 4 different girls from Rent a Girlfriend in cocktail form, but that is not how that worked out. That's so I ended up just doing mommy because I thought mommy would be pretty cool looking in drink form. How it
Yep.
went.
I had heard of the bar before, but it was really cool to see that you got to go.
1,000 yen. It's nuts. And there was like one other group in there. So it's they had Magic the Gathering cards, and I will say three of their drinks looked exactly the same as each other. Like they had different cards, but they looked exactly the same. Mine looked different. I think it's just because mommy is that very distinct uh character
Yep.
versus like what they had on Magic cards over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, mommy. Yeah, it was a
I don't
steep
know what.
price.
I'm not much of a drinker. Is anybody in chat a drinker? What would a teal drink look like? What would I be what would I be getting if I bought if I presented a girl who wears teal?
Teal is blue, right? It's like kind of
It's
blue.
like a bluish green.
I've seen
Like the
Applebee's.
Seattle Mariners, like the Seattle Mariners
Yeah,
colors.
Applebee's has like some kind of it
They have the
was
shark bowl that's
yeah, that
bright
shark
blue,
bowl.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
what I would
bright blue.
imagine. Yeah, you get a blue. I'm always afraid of blue drinks. It just reminds me of like a toilet.
Actually, I
And like,
really like those shark bowls.
oh yeah, no, I like that one a lot too. I got that. But
I just can't drink them because I'm on blood thinners. So,
the bad part about that is the fact that if you leave it in there too long, the shark gummy gets really hard. That is the
uh-huh.
downfall of that. I do not like that part of it. Because I want to bite through that thing, and it's not allowing me to bite through. Okay.
Yep. And yeah, it freezes.
They give you a Baja Blast. Oh man, Mountain Dew. I actually lied to my dentist. I went to the dentist the other day, and she was like, "What have you been drinking? Your teeth are stained." Because I've been drinking this grape juice, but I blamed it on the barley tea they gave in Japan. I felt like anything that was wrong with my mouth or plaque, I just blamed it all on Japan. So that way, they're like, "Oh, you're on vacation." That makes a lot of sense. But that's the way to do it, right? Just keep pushing it off, keep pushing it off. It's funny, every time I go to the dentist, they'll be like, they hook up heart that blood pressure monitor or whatever to you, and I'm always like, it's gonna be a little high. And then they look at it and they're like, yep, it's a little bit high. They're like, you've been saying that for the last 5 years. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah. One day it'll come down, but not now. Fujimi, by the way, outside of my health issues, Fujimi Fantasia Bunko Volume Number 2. Would you buy or invest in this? Buy as in just buy for your collection, or would you go further and invest in it? Go. Go. What do you think?
um, it has Rias and Mai, so that has lots and lots and lots and lots of staying power and popularity power. And Fujimi has kind of been put on that pedestal because of what happened to the first set in 2020. So, I mean, I would think if that's what you're into, that would definitely be, go in on.
Yeah, a lot of light novel. Yeah, this is where I say about luck. So for me, this is definitely worth attempting to get into if you're into that. Just know that because of what you just said there, what people know about Fujimi Volume 1, you're taking a risk. It's kind of like what happened with Azure Lane Volume Number 2 and Nikkei as well. And even then, if this does well and there's not enough out there, Bushiroad's going to reprint on you. So that is
Right.
where you are. That's where the luck comes in on that one. Psychono.
Now,
Psychono.
one thing to point out, and I don't know how applicable it is for a lot of people, but it really came up on my radar. Azur Lane, despite all the reprints and everything, the RRs that you would play with competitively are all actually like decent price now. And when I got Azur Lane initially, right before the reprint, like the most expensive RR was $1. A couple of them are hitting 10 now. So I mean, even that, I'm sure the signatures have also pulled out of the gutter as well. The signatures and the high end cards, if the RRs have.
What are you
So
talking about?
that's
Like
got
the
me
first
wondering
one?
if you. Uh huh.
I only say that because the only thing I can think of really is people that own this don't even realize it. Right?
Yeah, look
It's
at the Nagano.
well,
Look at the
yeah,
Nagano RR there.
but I doubt that everybody that opened it put it on TCG Player. So if people were to have found out about this, there's a lot of people that would have opened a bunch of this stuff. It's probably just sitting in a white box somewhere in a corner. That's really what it is.
Possible.
Uh, well, because they
That is
probably thought all
possible,
this is yeah.
but I know one whatnot seller who literally wants to send me the stuff to sort to help him sell play sets because he doesn't want to deal with it. So
What did you just say?
I know what I'm working with a whatnot seller who's going to be probably selling me some Cinderella Gray play sets for me and my locals, and literally he's just going to send me all the RRs and below and just let me sort it and distribute because he doesn't want to deal with it. So
Well,
I
I
have a
mean,
feeling that people aren't going to really want to bother going through their white boxes for Naganos to put them up.
I uh, they they should like I don't know because it's
Yeah, yeah.
well because it's there's a 10, there's a 9 here, there's an 8, there's a
Mm-hmm.
5, so I would imagine if they knew that's just money. I don't know. That's more money.
Yeah. Mm.
Let's see. Did you guys see the new Overlord premium cards? They look so good. No VA signature. What? Wait, what? No VA signatures, but still crazy. I have not paid attention to Overlord. I have not. Um, the last one that came out was not very good, and I did see some card images for it, but I must have been asleep when it said, Are you serious? No VA signatures? Wait, hold on. Translate. Translate. No, there's got to be there's signatures. Unless you mean no VA signatures. Contains foil stamp autographs by author and illustrator. Author, illustrator. Wait, why? Why? I mean, they have the age, so the AGR is not even interesting. And there's 2 AGRs. Hey, who are the AGRs? You don't think it's gonna be that'd be crazy if it was 2 albedos, but I think it's. You imagine if the AGR is an Eins, like a dude.
I
I
would
don't.
think it'd be Albedo and Ainz.
Yeah. I just want to see someone break through the glass ceiling that it is up there. So we got a dude like breaking through the AGRs. Really, it's gonna be Eins. It's gonna be a skeleton that makes it on through. Jeez, just artists. I don't know. The the artists are okay, or author. It's fine. It's already happened, right? Like if I go back down to, was it Sneaker that had that? I think Sneaker had that on as
Yeah, Sneaker had illustrators and mangakas and things like that for the signatures.
I meant the AGR.
Oh,
Yeah, the
I don't remember what their age was.
AGR. I was pretty sure the AGR was not the. Yeah, here. Autograph, card info, AGR for the first edition includes autographs by Natsumi Akatsuki and Brilliant Sun Sensei, which I probably totally messed up their names, but that's what I thought. And people are still okay with that. Now, me personally, I rather have the VA, but signature is a signature at some point for some people. But that's what I thought I remembered. The Albedo SEC has both illustrator and author signature at least. Yeah, I still love those dual signatures on it, on cards. But yeah, there's some people out there that have some not so good. Oh, look at shout here. Not so good feelings about Overlord, especially what happened on the last one. The last one was atrocious. That's but I mean the art does look interesting on here. Look at that Eins, yo. Eins looks scary. Scary dude. Probably just Beto and Eins, yeah. Yeah. Someone had to break through. It wasn't Kirito. Because I don't think there's a sword art online coming for quite a bit. Yeah, manga art only. No, but even then, you think about what happened with the different Bunko sets, you still have some VAs on there. So I guess in my mind, I think they just didn't want to pay for it. They have this. They know they need the signatures, and why not get the author and the illustrator? Because I would imagine they cost less than some of these VAs,
Yep.
right? Right. This should right that should sound familiar for anybody that heard me rant about this for the last half of a year. Right, where is this thing? There it is. Right, bang right there. Rascal Does Not Dream series. Oh, Depends on the character, and it depends on the VA whether you're getting one. I saw someone start trying to sell this on Facebook for like $900. Do you see that? $900. I remember people were saying this thing is worth like 2 grand or something. I don't think so. I don't think so whatsoever. But I mean, keep trying to push prices out there. Albedo SCC, yeah, why not? $20 S. Yes, there's a lot of $20. It's surprising to me when I take a look over on the JP side, like when you really think about some of these card prices, like some of these are just yeah, it's 2480 yen. Like here you go, bam. Here's a SP that's 2480. I understand why. Like I'm not that stupid, but at the same time, it's just to see that low amounts is just pretty crazy to me. Yeah, look at Rent a Girlfriend. This mini over here, the two minis, 2480 yen. Yeah, so $20 SP. Scary time for I talked about that in a video. Did you see Blue Archive? The booster boxes. They are pretty low. They're like
Mhm.
2400 yen. Um, people were
Yep.
ta people were talking about it all day today on Twitter. I saw it. I wrote to somebody. Yeah, it was just people are starting to know. Even Rent a Girlfriend boxes were down there, and people are like, "Are they dead boxes?" And some of the places they said no, that they were trusted places. So not really sure what's happening. My only guess, looking at Blue Archive and looking at Rent a Girlfriend, are the card prices are really low. Right? Like if you look at these SPs, which I could zoom in for you, you could see the prices on them. Like they're nowhere high. Even Chizuru over there, but yeah, they're not high at all outside of the SEC. So if you pull an SEC, maybe you just consider the whole master case dead in a way. Kind of a odd thing to say, but it's probably partially true. Okay. Weiss needs to work on lower case prices. They're never going to do that. They are never. This is something I showed in Discord. If you don't know what this is right here, this is the Bushiroad financial statement. Now I get to bore you with their financial statement. This is the full year financial results for the year 2025. When they do their financial results, it does not end at the end of the year. So you're like, why does it say full year financial results? It's because they have a different time period that they report on. So if you take a look here, what they're going to show you here is they're raking in the money from that's basically it. They're not going to turn it down. They're making more money. If you could see this right here, TCG unit, fourth quarter, biggest bar yet. This is the biggest bar in the last 3 years. 79, 78. Let me zoom in. Sorry. So you could just see the full effect here. There you go. They're making more money. People keep on buying, and there's no reason for them to lower the price at all, ever, ever, ever. All right, it's right there. So you had that little bit of a downturn in 2023, fiscal year 2024, and now we're at the highest ever. And I mean, you could kind of say, and I've said this myself, that the reason why it's the highest ever is because they keep adding more games. This number right here does not tell you how bad certain TCGs are performing. It's just an overall number, and they don't break it down. Yep, yeah, exactly. They released more TCGs. So in there is buried in their internal numbers, like how this is actually doing. But as a whole, Bushiroad TCG unit making more money than they've ever had. But you think about all the different games they put out there. They put out Rose. They put out it says Godzilla down there. They have Weiss Schwarz in different languages. Right, you see this. We have Love Live, Quintessential Quintuplets, Hololive. You think with that many, it would be a lot more, but it's not. It has not added a lot more to it. So it's I definitely think there are some cards that are not doing as well, and this is the breakdown from net sales of Japanese editions. selling inside of Japan. This is outside of Japan. This is the foreign editions overseas sale rate. So if you just take a look at this again, you're gonna notice the bar is bigger across all. See, so this little red segment, biggest. This little yellow segment, the biggest it's ever been, and this green segment all is bigger as well. So all three of these different metrics are bigger. But again, you think about the different new PCGs that have come out and how much people have bought, and it's definitely, these numbers are definitely hiding something. But that's just my thought. Again, you go figure it out on your own. But I know weakness when I see it. It's right in there. Yeah. You mean Blau? Weiss Schwarz. I would like to see how Weiss Schwarz Blau is performing as. Yeah, see, you get my point though. It's like this does not break down, but I guarantee you there's some of these that are definitely hurting, and you can just take a guess at them on which one is hurting overall. Items, titles. How much? We have 23
We got
minutes.
23 minutes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, and then quickly, I always like doing this. The fall anime. Fall anime. Here we are. Are you watching anything? Are you watching any of
I
these?
I I marathoned everything from Spy X Family. The new season started last night, and then the night before that did all of Isekai Quartet. So
Isekai. I did not even realize Isekai Quartet was back until I was talking to my sister 2 days ago, and I'm like, "Oh shit, there's no anime to watch." And then I went and looked, and I'm like, "Oh man, that's back." And so basically, when I went to
yep.
Japan, I was there for the first week of the anime season. So you know how like sometimes they add more a little bit later. So I
hmm
didn't even go back and bother checking. And then this week I checked, 2 days ago I checked, I'm like, holy crap, there's a bunch of anime that I didn't realize was existing. So that's what it is. But I always like doing the thing where I'm like, which of these animes am I watching and how far down the list are they? I didn't know One Punch Man was back, so I need to add that. But I'm watching this one. My friend's little sister has it in for me, so that's 8 down, I guess. That's pretty good. But there was not a lot that first week. I was very saddened by my offerings of anime, but a little bit happy to see that there was more at it. Where's Isekai Quartet? Holy crap! Wait, I'm gonna
And
get
then
up.
obviously I'm doing Cinderella Gray. So
I like this one.
there's Isekai Quartet.
I'm gonna get up for a second. You keep talking. I think my cat is doing
Okay.
something.
All right. Well, while Big B's away, chat. For you folks watching, what do you think the sets are that are coming over today that are going to be announced today? See what you guys think. And if any of you guys had seen the hints, feel free to throw out your theories. But
Oh, it's such a dead season. Yes, it is. Yeah. Winter 2026. Yeah, I'm looking forward to better things to come. I just look at some of these and they look exactly the same as when people. So let me say this: when people were dissing vending machine under the isekai, I was looking at some of the other isekais or adventurer type. Right here, a gatherer's adventure in isekai, and I'm like, you're gonna tell me this rehashed thing over and over again is what you want. This is what you want over and over again when you got this perfectly fine vending machine. I don't get it. I don't. I don't. But that's where I'm at. Anyways, the reason why I always bring up this list is because I mean this list is probably not going to capture it, but what is your thought on an English exclusive? Are we going to see one tonight, and what is it going to be? I don't think it's going to be anything from this list. Just looking at it, though, I have
yeah,
high doubts.
I had something in mind for earlier today. What did I come up with?
One Punch
Um,
Man. One Punch. One
no,
Punch
no,
Man is
because that's
the
it.
only one that I wish would come out, but I think that was already in Union Arena, so I can't imagine that being.
Yep.
Yes, yeah, third season of Vending Machine. Heck yeah. It was funny to me to
Actually,
watch.
come to think of it, they still owe. I think it's Eminence of Shadow. They still owe us a date on the English exclusive
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
see
So I guess that's going to be.
that is the English exclusive. That's it. And that
Yeah.
one's a pretty good one, I will say. That's pretty solid. Winter 2026 got me interested. You got me interested. What's in here? Hell's Paradise. Oh, you get Free Run Season 2. Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh man, you're right. Holy crap. Uh Oshinoko for people that like that. Yeah, winter solid. I just have to bear with it for another 3 months. MF Ghost third season. This is it. This thing should be on the top. I know. Some of you are gonna be like, no way, but yeah, MF Ghost, huge fan. Huge fan, love the music. All about that Euro beat. Yeah, that's good. Oh man, that's good. What? The Invisible Man and his soon to be wife. No, you're not telling me this. This is not. No. Alright, well, that is crazy. Are you telling me this lady's being hugged by a suit? An empty suit?
It looks like it.
Well, there's a wolf lady over there, so I guess this is alright. Wait, and a furry, yes. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. We've gone too far. And you're gonna tell me that a vending machine is too much. We got the Invisible Man. Okay.
Invisible Girl from My Hero Academia's brother's getting married. Apparently, that's my guess.
Yeah, this is no. Okay.
Oh. And Tora, I saw your comment about another Bandori set. There is actually a premium set in Japan that has it come over, and it does have a very critical card in it right now for Bang Dream to be played. So I don't know if you follow like singles and playability stuff and things like that, but the Mocha from Anniversary is like a $60 RR right now because there's just so few of them out there, and it's used in the Avenue Mujica deck. So that's being reprinted that was reprinted in the premium. So there is I wouldn't be surprised if that was announced. The Bang Dream players almost kind of need it right now. Like I don't own a 4 set of that card. I just can't justify $60 for one in RR. I'm not that desperate to win yet.
I saw this set and I wanted to play Bang Dream again, and then I remembered after downloading it why I stopped playing this game. Because it's so big, it doesn't fit on my iPad. I had to delete it. That and D4DJ, I stopped playing them because they no longer fit on my iPad. I need a new iPad. But okay, we got the EA signatures. I see that
Yeah,
there.
the
We
cards
got
are the cards from that set are really pretty.
Yeah, they're really nice. Yeah, one of these days when I go to Japan, I will get into a Bang Dream concert or D4DJ. But they were doing like some kind of tour or at least had some shows in China. So I'm like, well, I am never going to see them apparently, and that's just how it's gonna be.
I don't think D4DJ is still a thing
No,
as far as
they
as far as
actually
live
had
concerts and
one
stuff.
1 week before I got there.
Huh.
Yeah, no, it's still a thing.
Okay.
Yep, no,
All
they're
right. Because
still
I thought
going.
Bushiroad was doing all the lives, but I guess Donut's doing them now.
Oh no, look, their music thing is doing really well. It's all on this investor thing, right?
Yeah.
Music live
Well,
show.
D4DJ recently got given to Donuts. Like,
The
Bushiroad just like, here, take it, we're done.
heck is it? Music live show. 1.5 million people. The organization. Can't find that. It's in here somewhere. Every time it surprises me. They don't call it music. 80 unit. MD unit. That's what they call it. MD. Yeah, large scale live events. Favorable performance. Look at this thing. Highest ever. Bushiroad. There you go. This is still alive. Look at that. I'm gonna show you that like the bar goes off the screen here. No, they're doing all right. Like again, this is that
Oh,
whole
with Avenue Mujica, I'm sorry, Mygo became a big hit in China, and
they're doing all these
that really helped out a ton.
they're doing all these events in China. So that's
Yeah, Mygo went
why
big
I
in
did not
China,
see
Avenue went big in the
them.
US.
Yeah, there's a lot. Live entertainment. Oh, here it is. Even then, you could see it. The chart. Look at this bar. It's all the way up here. That's way better than any of the other quarters. It's crazy. The Bushiroad's doing well. You think you're gonna get a price cut? No. If you think they're gonna do bad and have to change their ways, no, because all of it's doing well. Maybe like the cell phone stuff, the app games, maybe not. Remember they closed one? Like we have this whatever this ad unit is. So that's sales. Outside that, they're doing really well. So we can expect at least to see Weiss Schwarz and all that just continue forward. Yes, with all of their multitude of games. Maybe not one of these. And Rebirth 3.0. This thing will never die. Never. For anybody that thinks it's going to die, it's never going to die. How else are you gonna
Oh,
get Blue Archive? Huh? I showed this before, but the new Blue Archive looks really nice. Looks better than that anime set that came out for Weiss Schwarz. They have some of the pictures. Yeah, look at these. It's way better than what we got for Weiss Schwarz. Completely different. And I get it. One was the anime,
yep.
but yeah, this is way
Boy,
better.
Bushiroad does a really good job with mobile game cards, but I think that's because the mobile game cards are already pre-made, and all they have to do is put them on the cards and
Well,
not do
yeah,
screenshots.
you have better choices there to use. It makes a lot of sense, but my whole thing is, maybe then you don't pull the animation, and maybe you do something like this. Get it? Like just because you have Blue Archive doesn't mean you take everything from Blue Archive. Maybe you skip the anime with the crappy looking cards and pick something better that just makes more sense. But hey, I mean, do whatever you want, I guess. All right. Hey, what else? I hate the Witcher Watch set so much. Yeah. Yeah, some Rebirth for you is just insane, and some of them are really expensive. I still have to see this one. Didn't come out yet. It did not. November 21st. I'm excited to see how this one does. I wanted to watch the anime or whatever it was. Dolphin Wave. Dolphin Wave. Be a good one. Okay. Well, did you do it yet? What do you think's coming out tonight?
We had a few guesses.
That's when I went to look for my cat.
Yep, we had a few guesses in chat. Not
Okay.
a lot, not a lot. I think,
Data Live. What was already? I don't even remember what was already announced. Let's see. Upcoming products. Oh, dang. I'm going to need a calendar. Yeah, products. They had this really nice thing about what they announced, but it's not here anymore. So I need to go to events. What do we have? Do you remember what was already announced from the last one?
we're waiting for the date for Eminence and Shadow, Fujimi 2, Oshinoko 2, those are the ones I remember off the top of my head.
Info mash. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there it is. There we go. What we got? I go release schedule. Here it is. Azure Lane Volume 2. We already know that. Fujimi, we got a date now. Konosuba already happened. What? Eminence. Wait, when is this from? May 2nd, 2025. I was like, wait a second. Here we go. This one. Got the complete wrong one.
Yep.
All right, done to done. Done to done.
Oh, that's
It's
one I
already on the
forgot about. Yep.
schedule. Oshinoko Volume 2. Too Many Losing Heroines. Fairy Tale, and that one. So that is what's already coming out there. I just lose track of all this stuff just because there's too many. Like I think it's too
Oh,
many
I
TC
do.
games out there at
I
this
do
point.
too. But
Anime games.
unfortunately, my excuse is that I'm just not interested in most of them, so it's like,
Uh,
whatever.
yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Or I'm not worried about them hitting the English meta and being a pain in my rear. So it's like, okay. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people in the chat's excited about Fairy Tale, but for me, it's a massive whatever.
Very exit out of that. Hold on, which one do we need? Just need dates for? We need
Eminence, definitely.
got that one. Dan to Dan. So
I,
Fairy Tale. The only reason I'm saying all this is because I hope tonight is not just like dates, right? That you just get dates and they're like,
no,
see you later. That's I know
Algamon
viewer.
Tamer in the chat. Algamon Tabor in the chat saying Eminence is the only one we're missing, and I would he knows his stuff, so I would take his word on that.
Oshinoko 2. Oshinoko's not on here. Oshinoko 2. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Oshinoko.
February, isn't it?
What?
I
February.
thought it was February.
March. It's snowing in March.
Oh, okay.
And then Fairy Tale. Yeah, all right. Well, then I guess it's not just all dates. Oh, because we just got Fujimi. So, what do I think is gonna be coming out? Bang. We always had that Bang Dream.
Yep.
Oh, so we're like kind of right here. Oh, Sneaker Bunko. You think Sneaker Bunko? No. Are they ever
Nope.
gonna do it? No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Bang Dream.
I
Maybe
think
a Toy Story.
I think ReZero could be a thing. I think the that third Overlord set could be a thing.
Zero. Why did they not
Yep.
announce that already?
I don't know, but that seems like a gimme. Kaiju number 8, I don't think's been announced yet, and it's a pretty big thing in Japan right now.
Yeah, this is pretty
The
much
deck's annoying.
that is pretty much it. We're caught up. The sisters,
Hmm.
maybe the sisters. They're sisters.
Do you think that's? I mean, I haven't looked at the data on it, but is that popular enough a set for a mass English release? Is it popular enough in the West?
There's a lot that's not popular in the West that they put out. So just
Yeah,
it
but
has a niche. Well, I mean,
Amigami, I don't know. Amigami seems even fringe for JP.
well, I mean, if I go back here to GGO Premium 2, if GGO Volume number 2 can come out, anything is possible.
No,
Oh, here it
well,
is.
GGO has that sword art label on it that instantly makes it cool to people. You know, Amigami Sister does not have that. If it was Amigami Sisters meet the quintessential quintuplets, then it would have that quince label and make it cool for everybody, and it would be a given.
Yeah, I mean, it did well right there. 100,000 compared to Gun Gale
Tora,
Online.
to take that answer. Um, well, first off, Japanese sets for the Japanese game started in 2010, so many years beforehand, and I think they honestly want English Weiss to be kind of its own thing. And they can't really, if they did concurrent, then they'd be forced to do like every set. And there's a lot of stuff that in Japanese that has no business hitting an LGS's game shelves in the US. Then there's of course always licensing issues.
Yeah, I think this is on par with GGO, so it's basically the same
Okay,
thing.
all
Basically,
right.
so if GGO can come
I
out,
figured
this can come out.
I figured normies and plebs would be okay with Gun Gale because it has that online, that sort of online association.
No, I mean, just because it has the name, like, look how bad it did. Like, how many people really wanted to watch that?
Right, but
And,
Fujimi 1 is a pile of freaking junk that has Kurumi and Rias in it, and it's treated like a holy grail. So,
well, I
I
mean,
mean,
well, it is. It has good stuff in it. Data Live's solid.
right, it's associated with Data Life, so it's cool all of a sudden.
Wait, what? I get what you mean. Yeah, because I mean, right here, like with Data Live is one
Yeah,
million.
It got propped up because it has Day Live involved in it, and I'm saying that's what I'm saying for Gun Gale. It's got propped up because it has Sword Art Online tagged with it.
I don't think that's actually. There's no way that's true because it's just because it says Sword Art Online. Anybody that watched it knows it's completely different. Like you don't even have the same characters in it. It's just a parallel kind of where like Fujimi has certain IPs in it that's completely different. Yeah,
As far as the Girl Band Cry set, Philip, they put it off indefinitely, and the last time I remember them doing it, it took over a year. So don't get your hopes up. Don't hold your breath. Don't go out spending $100 on custom supplies waiting for it yet. It might not. It might even be canceled.
Gun
So don't hold breath.
it is less popular, but in this case, I could just show you number one. Gun Gale Online prequel. They already had set one already come out. So if you wanted to see how much it dipped, so why you look at number 2 over number 1, I know anime following goes down over time. This is spring 2018, right? Like when you go back over here, this is 2024. A lot has actually happened in between there. So to go and use season 1 for something that happened in 2018 would be the wrong thing. That is where Bushiroad 100% messed up. Right, like that you can't rely on this number, this following many years later because people have moved on by then. That would be a really wrong thing to do, which is proven because you see how the free Karumi. I see this over here on the chat. So I have this up. This is going to start very shortly. Let's see what is going to happen. Yeah, it's a really big gap between the series. I mean, you have shows that come out a year or two later and it drops off. That thing being that many years later is really bad. They really messed up by putting that one out. So shadow release date. And remember, when this does come out, I know the volume is going to be a little iffy. I will mess with it. So we shall see in 60 seconds. Good luck. Yeah, Kirby's never coming back.
We gotta wait for the. We gotta do the
long.
stupid countdown thing.
Yeah, I would love that if Kirby would become full unrestricted, but I doubt that'll happen.
No, she can stay away.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. How long do you think Weiss Schwarz will be? Time around.
Oh yeah, that's our question. I'm going 2.5 2.5 minutes.
2
and
and
that's
a
total
half.
between announcements and ban list.
2.5 minutes. Okay.
If we have no ban list, then I'm going 2 minutes.
You have to make a choice. You can't have two numbers. You just
All
gotta
right,
go with
I'm
the
gonna
one.
go with the ban list because I know how bad Avenue's been. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the ban list and say 2.5.
Did they have one for the Japanese side? I thought it was.
Oh yeah, Avenue got hit. Avenue got hit on the Japanese side.
So you would. Oh, why I say that is because you would think that there'd be something. Then you would think something.
Yep.
Maybe. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna turn it down for now. When this runs out, I'll turn it back up. So yeah, I actually I told you before my cat chewed through the internet wire here in the basement. It's wired through the wall. So I realized today that I have a giant wire and I just threw it down from the second floor all the way down here. So the only problem with that is now, like, I heard my cat and I was like, I swear he is sitting beside that wire that is strung through the house at this point. So I'm like, I was making sure she wasn't chewing through it again, because if the stream goes down, that would be why. But there's no reason for anything that happened this time around. Okay, so I'm gonna make this bigger. Obviously, I'm gonna turn this music up. And good luck. Good luck to all of you.
Clearing your beach and demolish those sandcastles. Autumn's back. Welcome to another Bushiroad English Conference. If your pumpkin spice lattes are lacking a bit of flavor, not as if all the spice you need right here.
Hello Buddy Fighters! Our first title booster, Future Card Buddy Fight, is just around the corner. Not only can you collect cards with familiar card illustrations from Buddy Fight,
Let's do a
there are
crossover
also
with a dead
3
game.
brand new illustrations of our most popular buddies.
You gotta use it, right?
I guess so.
They got the IP, they gotta use it.
Raise the flag when Title Booster 01 Future Card Buddy Fight hits shelves later this month. Announcing playmats featuring artwork from Future Card Buddy Fight. These 2
Fancy.
playmats featuring Gale with Drum and Asmodai will be available come January 30th, so place your orders with your local game store. Hone your martial skills with Booster Pack 11 Symphony of Might and Bloom, featuring new upgraded units as featured in the Cardfight Vanguard Divines Deluxe Finals, such as Asvarina, Aurora Battle Princess Seraph Clearlight, Bandmaster of Blooming Dreams Leonon Trauman, and many more. Brave Bank Braven collaboration cards will be crossing dimensions to arrive in this set as well. The curtains will rise for Symphony of Might and Bloom on December 19th, so place your orders at your nearest local store.
I will
if
always
you've
say
yet to
that
do so.
these cards always
The
do look
Abyss
nice.
beckons in Booster Pack 12, Chasm of Lost Souls. From the most exhilarating card fight in the skies, Cardfight Vanguard Skyride, Sena Itomaki's unit, Eternal Idea, Alcazar, and Reiryu Shishikai's unit, Deep Lands Regularness Athanasios, will be entering the fray. The gate to Booster Pack 12, Chasm of Lost Souls, opens on April 24, 2026.
Sometimes when I watch this, I wish I was a Cardfight Vanguard guy.
With the new year comes new tournaments.
Well,
Introducing
it's
the
the easiest
Symphony of
the
Might
Bushiroad
and
games to
Bloom
get into because
Constructed
it's
Cup.
played at the most
Running in
locations.
January 2026, participants will be able to get a copy of this plant token
Because that one
card
looks
featuring
cool. Look how
Urara,
cool
while
that
the
looks.
champion will walk away with this exclusive playmat featuring Urara. Display your card martial prowess this January 2026. Everyone, time to lock in with Yumeno Kesho Volume 7 come January 2026. Every participant will receive this Yumeno Kesho Aver PR card. The champion will walk away with a foil version of the same card. Calling all card fighters, it's time to report for another round of Vanguard Day. Making its return in February, players can take part to get this energy card
I am
featuring
so jealous
Raika.
of Vanguard days.
The last one standing
They
will
get
receive
playmats
this playmat
every
with the
month,
same
and they get like
illustration.
special promos.
Remember to
and...
book your tournament slots on Bushinavi
Oh,
come
I was
February
like, what is a
2026,
Vanguard
and
Day?
may the best card fighter
Yeah,
win.
it's basically a
Love is in the air
glorified
once again
locals,
with
but
the
they get
return
like
of
playmats and
Valentine's
stuff.
Duel Cup
Oh.
this February 2026. Join with a friend and
Oh,
both of you will each receive a
dang, look
random
at
energy
that.
card
See, I
out
want
of
that.
3
That's
different
cool.
types.
That looks
and
nice.
the tag team that
Yeah.
rises to the top will each receive a playmat with the same illustration.
Yeah,
Form
that's
your teams and
nice.
show off your chemistry this coming February 2026. Premium players, this one's for you. In 2026, we'll debut a brand new tournament series, Premium Weekend. Stay tuned to our official social media
Yeah, they got a
channels
lot
for
going
more
on.
information. Check out
Yep.
all the upcoming tournaments and events.
Alright, here we go.
What we got
Now it's
going on?
over
Our
to
turn.
Justin.
You think we're getting Weiss Schwarz?
Bow before eyes
I guess
will
we're
go. The battle for the
Overlord.
Sacred Kingdom rages on in Extra Booster Nazarick,
we get
Tomb of the
Overlord.
Undead, Volume 3.
Okay.
This is
Power
the
up
one
your
that
existing
sucked,
decks with cards
by the way.
featuring characters and scenes
That would
from
be
the
the
movie.
OV3
and
hint.
prepare to
Yeah.
bring about a new reign of darkness.
Congratulations.
You'll
and-
be able to unleash absolute power
Yeah,
as
there's
pre-orders
somebody in
will
the
be
chat who's
starting
pretty happy
soon.
about this. So
That's not all.
Good for them.
Celebrate a decade of songs, memories,
Bang
and
Dream?
friendships with Bang Dream's 10th
Bang
anniversary.
Dream. There you go.
Here's
Revisit
Bang
your
Dream
favorite
Premium.
bands for an unforgettable
Yeah,
Weiss
I like
Schwarz
Bang
one
Dream.
card in it matters.
Stunning new
Yeah.
cards will mark this milestone as well. Pre-orders will be starting soon. Return to your life in another world with the release of Booster Pack ReZero.
ReZero, it's about time. It's a AGR.
Powerful new cards
Say
featuring
it.
Amelia, Rem, Echidna, and more make their appearance with special illustrations made specifically for the set. Look out for special hot stamp cards
AGR.
featuring autographs from the cast, as well as ultra rare, secret, and serial rare cards.
no AGR.
Pre-orders will begin soon, so make sure you don't miss this
it was
exciting
an
new
AGR,
addition
he
to
would've
the
said it.
ReZero lineup. Is it back to school season already? Your favorite students are back in Weiss Schwarz. Join the adventures of the Countermeasures Committee and your favorite Kivodos Academy students in Blue Archive the Animation. With cards featuring unforgettable scenes from the anime, you won't want to skip
I just did a
school.
video calling
More
it really
details will be
boring.
announced soon.
My
Here's
bad.
a quick reminder of titles that have already been announced and will be making their way to Weiss Schwarz soon.
That's hilarious. Like, the only thing out of that I was looking forward to is Bang Dream. Crazy. But congratulations to everybody.
No listing for Eminence. There's no. Oh, there. Wait a
Stay
minute.
tuned
Okay,
for the
they're still
release.
acknowledging
Now
Eminence.
it's back to Sean.
That's it.
To celebrate the launch of our second combined set, Banquet of Dreams and Trial of the Omens, official Bushiroad
Yeah.
stores will be holding release tournaments in the sealed format from January 23rd to February 6th. Enter the
I didn't look how
paradise-like
long
world
that
of
was.
Amisachi, and the most festive of guests will receive a super legendary promo version of Stay in Paradise. From February 7th to February 23rd, head into the Tempest once again, and those who surpass the Apex will receive a super legendary promo
No
version
Uma.
of
That's all I
Ardent
heard.
Torch.
No Uma.
Legends will rise
Yeah,
with the release
I
of Booster Set
basically I've
New
heard,
World
hey,
Genesis
Audrey, you gotta buy
on March
4 cards.
27th. Get reacquainted with Shadowverse fan favorites like Anne and Greya, or find new
I
allies
know, like,
amongst
David
dozens
Young will
of
be
Worlds
very
Beyond
happy
original
with,
characters such as Zirconia. A
Free
special
Zero,
rarity
and
version
I know a
of
person
Olivia,
will be very happy
Heroic
with Blue
Dark
Archive,
Angel,
but-
will also be available
Yeah,
for
okay.
those looking to bling out their decks.
They're gonna make you wait on that
Speaking of
Eminence.
Olivia, this set will also include the Super Evolve mechanic, a powerful
Oh.
ability that only activates when using a Super Evolution Point card. There will be more cards with the new On Super Evolve keyword available both in this set as well as future
It's not
sets,
just
so look
Pokemon that
forward
can
to it.
evolve.
Each booster box of New World Genesis will also include exclusive card sleeves.
I like that. I like
with
the one on the
artwork of
left.
Either Daria or Cerberus.
That's cute.
Those who play Worlds Beyond will recognize these artwork from the exchange tickets available in the game. For those itching to try out the set, official Bushiroad stores will be holding release tournaments in the sealed format from March 27th to April 27th, 2026. All participants will receive a promo version of Apollo, Heaven's Envoy, just for participating. The legends who rises above the rest will receive an exclusive Super Evolution Point promo card featuring artwork from Worlds Beyond. Pre-orders will begin today, so head on over to your local stores and be part of this new advent. 1 week before the release of New World Genesis, brand new Showdown decks will also be available. Whether you're a beginner, veteran, or even a pro, these Showdown decks are the perfect gateway or supplementary product and come chock full of meta-defining cards. Each class is represented, and each deck has a distinct theme, so you're sure to find a deck that suits your playstyle.
Really trying
Your favorite
hard
idols are stepping into
get
the
people to
spotlight
play
again with the release
Cardfight
of the
and
next extra crossover
Shadowverse.
set, the Idolmaster Cinderella Girls.
Just this
High rarity
feeling that I get.
Idol Science and Craft Science cards will once again make their appearance, and some cards will have multiple different rarity versions as well. More information about the product and associated tournaments will be announced later this year, so stay tuned. From the three worlds of Izunia, Aeolon, and Netera, familiar characters, new and old, make their return for a new adventure with the release of Booster Set
Well, I mean,
Convergent Destinies.
with Cardfight
This set
Vanguard and
also marks
Shadowverse
the
Evolve,
third anniversary of the
They're
English
very
edition,
player
and
driven,
we're planning
and so,
lots more to
they don't
celebrate
have many
this
collectors
momentous
buying them,
occasion.
so they need
Look
people
forward
to play.
to more information at the start of
Yeah.
2026.
But all
For
the,
those
the
who may
cards
have
look
missed
nice
the
though.
announcement, the 6th Grand Showdown will be taking place simultaneously in December across all regions. This will be the first Grand Showdown where the supply set featuring Mr. Lina will be available. Given that this Mr. Lina is exclusive to the English edition, be sure to sign up on Bushinabi if you've yet to do so to secure your spot. And now it's time for our special guest, Fuamonko, to share more about Hololive
Hololive.
Official Card Game.
ホロライブオフィシャルカードゲーム攻防一戦卓越した才能を持つホロメンたちの魅力が先行となり最高の景色を映し出すまばゆくきらめく私たちのパフォーマンスと一瞬のひらめきでステージを圧倒しようたくさんのホロメンたちが新登場そして色も加わりさらに輝き出すステージ猫も早く自分のカードで遊んでみたいみんなのエールが私たちを鮮やかに輝かせるブースターパックエリートスパーク
I've not heard much about this game. Aww.
We did the release event for the second set at our locals, and it was like really successful and everybody had a lot of fun.
And today
We'll see if I think this week is Hololive local. We'll see how if any of those people come back.
Bushiroad English Conference. You better get ready for a howling good time as we take a walk through the announcements today. Announcements. Well, leading ahead of the pack today is a reminder.
Too much cuteness on the screen.
Elite Spot will be available from December 19th. Yeah, soon. This booster pack features not only the elitist Miko of them all, Sakura Mikochi Senpai, but also us, Flavoko! And maybe Pero gets a card too, huh? Bye-bye! Well, when you use our SP Oshi skill, be sure to bow together! And that means say a big bow! But
I can't imagine someone saying that to me if they play the card.
yeah, don't make everyone enjoy playing.
It will happen at my locals. It will 100% happen at my locals.
Yeah.
There's a running gag that Agumon Tamer's in on. That's why he bowed back in the chat.
You're gonna bow at me. That's no way.
Around with V-Class members using banchos, boom boom banchos, deck Todoroki Hajime.
There was
longest insurance policy with secret
the
society.
weekend of last year's WGP Nationals in Rochester. They did their Grand Theft Auto thing, and I guess the follow-up afterwards, and they were in trouble, and I think it was Pekra who told them they can't bow their way out of this by saying bow, and it just kind of became a running gag that every time we screwed up on the trip, one of us would screwed up, yelled bow. So when I got eliminated out of Nationals,
get ready to stuff your holiday stockings with these awesome ready-to-play decks.
they still eliminated
Your
me.
friends at
Yeah.
Helping Paw are playing Hololive Official Card Game. Wow! It's time to see all of the beautiful illustrations in Booster Pack Elite Sport. Yeah, you can read these amazing cards when you crack a pack open. Oh, crack a pack? Yeah, let's take a look. Let's see.
Crack a pack.
David Young actually
wow,
hit
their card
SP
looks
run
nice.
last weekend.
Their card looks
I
nice.
mean, they look pretty cute, but with all the
It is pretty cute.
down the balls. Yeah, but Butan Senpai. Yeah.
That's probably like my favorite card. Looking at the 8 different ones in
I
there.
have to say though.
The Luna looks pretty too.
Does, but I like theirs. Not because they're on the screen right now. I just really like their outfits and.
Everyone will be able to get the cards that they're biking for. Well, you know who I was? Talking about these illustrations. Yeah. It looks so amazing, right?
I wonder if these are gonna have starter decks.
Kind of
If
reminds
this set's gonna have starter decks.
like amazing Halloween special ones.
Because I would grab the Bow starter deck.
Like with that one.
I have watched their brain rot more than I care to admit.
What if we were actually able to get our own special art someday? Wouldn't that be pretty cool?
That would be cool.
Yeah! That'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah, they really pump out the
right?
starter decks when it comes to.
Well, yeah.
Well,
The Hololive.
the starter deck for set 2 was actually like a really cool product. The decks were like really well constructed and
Yeah,
packaging was
they are.
really nice. And
There's your cool card.
Flamoco's very own
There's a lot
English
going on in
edition
that card.
special card is now in production!
that's a Bow party card.
It is okay. What do you think? Oh, our card.
It reminds me of that special Cali card. Or-
2026. Yeah.
It probably is. There's probably going to be an event just for that card.
The lunar calendar.
I got the Cali card, but I don't think I'm going to get the Bow card. I think too many people are going to care this time.
I think that's cool. I like that card.
Bossy! More details will be bowing soon on Bushiroad's Bushi Navi app. So get ready to have a barking good time in 2026. Bow! Oh, what's going on
Oh, another
here?
demo caravan.
Wow, talking
Oh
about
boy.
events
They're-
with such wonderful times. Let's take a look at all these smiling and intense
Wait, oh, I thought they were announcing another one, not just
everyone who
the existing
participated in
one.
the Hololive
Oh,
Official
okay.
Card Game
Darn.
Demo Caravan. Yeah, thank you all for participating. Oh my god.
Audubon Tamer, we're gonna need to make sure we have a Hololive local to get that card tournament awarded to us.
But no, there's something about all these intense faces here that kind of reminds me of, I know what you mean, Konami senpai, her cards are also coming in Elite Spike, but their intense faces kind of remind me of her.
Yeah, some of them do look intense. I'm looking at all the people in there.
To see some rough face going, too.
That one guy got the Dodgers collab shirt on.
GX will be happening at the end of this month in Houston,
Oh.
Texas. It will be held in the same location as the Bushiroad Championship Series held in Houston, or BCS for short. So get on November 22nd and 23rd for a fun weekend of intense card game operations, competitions. Have fun at some of the Bushiroad game side events. Yeah, but not only that. The Bloom Cup DX will also be held on the first weekend of December at the BCS location in Pasadena, California, as well as the BCS location in Philadelphia in the later of March. Yeah, lots going on. But more details on the exact dates will be listed on the Bushi Navi app. So be sure to keep a lookout for the locations you're interested in. Okay, got it. Oh my gosh, so many fun things coming up. Lots of excitement.
Is this breaking the record for the longest one of these ever?
Oh yeah, I'd have them on as long as I could too.
Thank you so much.
Honestly, they should have started with
all
them.
these announcements with us today. Of course, you can usually find us streaming on YouTube at my Fuamoko channel. When you search by Fuamoko. Yep, that's us. And also, you can check out some of our posts on X at Fuamoko_EN. Now, back to Bushiroad. But before we go, we hope you have a Bushiroad of a day.
I didn't see that one coming. Didn't see that. Bushiroad of a day.
Explore the universe, because the 4th booster pack, Curious Universe, will be coming soon to shops around the world in February 2026. Yay! Be sure to follow all the latest news on X at Hololive_OCG_EN. And until then, bye-bye!
I did see that coming.
This was Fuamoko!
It is so long. Bow bow on their way out. They had a really nice card. Oh, it's still going.
ここは未知なる可能性が交差する特別な舞台。君の手に握られるカードはただの紙切れじゃない。それはタレントたちの魅力が宿る特別な鍵。みんなの個性がぶつかり合い、化学反応を起こすたび、宇宙新たな顔を見せる。無限の可能性を持つホロメンたちのパフォーマンスが未知なる力を解き放つ。ブースターパックキュリアスユニバース。
Nice.
女子くん、一緒に最高のステージ作ろう。
Usher in the Year of the Horse with our next Lunar New Year shop tournaments. Get up into a prosperous year with these
Oh, look
exclusive
at-
promo cards.
Why does it look like an
Registrations will open on
AGR?
Bushinabi later this year, so
Or
stay
a
tuned.
I don't know,
Azur.
but that's
The
different.
Bushiroad Championship
Yeah.
Series 25-26
I mean,
regional
it's cool that they're
qualifiers
doing something
are
different.
officially
Yeah.
underway.
Well-
In case you need some motivation, check out the prizes awaiting you.
Yeah,
Need
let's see
even
these
more
prizes.
motivation? I'm happy to share that we'll once again be returning to Tokyo, Japan for the World Finals on May 2nd, 2026. This time, the event will be held at Ariake TFT Hall. All invitees will receive a themed supply set that includes a storage box, playmat, deck box, and sleeves, as well as a promo card. Curious about the designs? Card fighters who qualify for premium, I bestow upon you the dragon's power. Experience the unyielding, unbending, and invincible will of Dauntless Drive Dragon. Shadowverse Evolve players, look forward to your Sika themed supply set.
Trying to figure out which one's the
legendary
best.
promo version
The one I like the
Melody,
most.
Princess Witch. And lastly,
They're gonna be
for
pricey.
those who seek the belt, our world champion hopefuls, feast your eyes on the grand prize that awaits you.
I was like, where's Weiss Schwarz? Coming soon, that's why.
For our card fighters qualifying for standard as well as Meisters, we'll need to cook just a bit longer. Stay tuned for the next conference. Sponsored invitees will also receive a complimentary admission ticket to attend the Card Game Festival 2026 at Tokyo Big Sight the next day. And for those who missed their chance to sign up as a content creator for our regional qualifier event, here is your next opportunity. Registrations for the World Finals Content Creator Program are now
Everybody
open.
do it.
All the deets are on our World Finals website, so head on over
I don't
now.
think they'd approve me.
Did everyone enjoy the
Just had
Bushiroad
this
Expo event
feeling.
this
I
past
thought
year?
that it would be
I've
funny.
been to 4. Each has been memorable in its own way, and I trust those of you who managed to attend were able to create some wonderful memories as well. Well, I'm happy to share that 2026 will mark another year of Bushiroad Expo fun with a whole new lineup of promo cards and goodies.
Ooh. Taipei. Bangkok. Alright, makes sense. Chicago.
Wow,
That
wait,
brings us to the
Chicago?
end of another autumn conference. What's got you the most excited? Let us know in the comments. As always,
Holy
you'll be able
crap.
to catch up with all the
You
latest
gonna go to
news on
Chicago?
our official
Exciting
website
news of
and
the
social
day.
media channels.
The Chicago
See
part?
you
Yeah, that'd be
in
cool.
the winter.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Gonna turn off.
Okay, so no ban list, so I guess we didn't make the 2.5.
Alright, let's see. It was
Yeah, the con is definitely the most exciting thing they've announced.
alright, let's go. It was let's say 2009. 2006. 2006. Definitely didn't even make 2 minutes. You did not make it to 2 minutes on Weiss Schwarz. By the way, yeah, it's you get Chicago. Hey.
Yeah.
I think that my favorite moment out of this stream is probably this card, or just seeing Fuamoko. Yeah, right here. I like that. That's a pretty cool card, yeah. And then there's special card. I like that special card. Impossible to get though. I'm imagining at this point there is no chance of that. None. But how'd that work out for everybody? Was that everything you wanted and desired? Honestly, for me personally, I don't know. Didn't feel like much. It feels like I'm in this Weiss Schwarz rut at this point. I'm like, I have nothing going on.
I'm very much in one. I'm just trying to fight through it. I mean, because I deal with Weiss Schwarz every week. It's a large portion of my life, so being in a rut's really hard. Just trying to do things like I played Azur Lane, 2 weeks ago, just to shake things up. It is starting to get really rough, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure my locals are sick of seeing Uma at this point.
Yeah, I don't care about Nazarick. Bang Dream I like, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna buy my one and then wait for it to drop, unless nobody buys it and it's expensive because nobody bought it, which happened on the last one. And then you have ReZero, which I don't really care about, and then Blue Archive I just said was boring. So for me, again, this is all a no. Like overall no. Except for Eminence and Shadow. We'll see how that pans out. But I am skipping my opinion on that at this point. I mean, this is probably like the one hopeful thing that I have going on. It's like this one that has no date. So I mean, you can't be happy without a date.
Out of this entire list, I'm buying 4 copies of a card.
Oh yeah, Bang
and
Dream.
I'm hoping they're only like $10.
Yeah, yeah. You could hope. You always hope.
I can hope.
Yeah. Because I remember how, like I said, like the last one, the premium booster box, we all know how that went. It got real expensive quickly. So,
Well, I'm probably when orders are going to start. There's a internet business that I'm buddies with, and I'm going to message and just say set before aside.
see how that goes. Den. I have to revisit that. I have to revisit that. Of course, they bring one to Chicago when I just moved away 3 months ago. That stinks. Bad timing. But I mean, hopefully you move to bigger and better things. Grass greener on the other side. Yeah, English has not been great overall. It's just these releases have been painful. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. I mean, luckily for me, I have many other things I can put my money in. As in like just
Right.
other
I
things
mean,
I could do with it.
right. Admittedly, this situation's gonna hit me and Agumon Tamer and David Young a little harder because we deal with it every week. But where, on the collecting side, okay, I just don't buy more Pokemon cards, or I go get some Build Divide or some Asuka to kill my It's Just Rip cards.
Ah,
So it's a little easier, but
yeah.
it's still really brutal that, everybody in this chat right now, we have diehard players, we have investors, we have collectors, that are all very dedicated to this game, and we're all going, well, fuck.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
Oh, yeah. Because even then with ReZero, like no AGR. No AGR is like a huge thing to me. Like I will
Yeah.
still complain about it just because, and people are like, you don't need to have it. Well, if it matches
Yeah,
whatever was given in JP, I wouldn't complain about it. But knowing that ReZero had the AGR on the Japanese side and the English side probably not gonna get it, that's where my big beef with it. Right? GGO didn't have a signature on the AGR. It was a Sir on the JP side, so that's why you didn't hear me complain about it. But on ReZero, it did, and I'll be looking out for that. That's what you see a video about me talking about ReZero when they announce it. That's gonna be probably the first thing I complain about in that video. Just a heads up.
Well, at least with ReZero, it's probably going to be meta relevant. It did really well in Japan, so I think I haven't seen it much outside of certain builds. Like I haven't seen the meta build very much because our main ReZero player is the biggest Amelia fan on the face of God's green earth, and that's what he plays. So, but from my understanding, the Rem meta build probably can punch Azur Avenue Musica in the face a little bit and maybe keep up with Nikkei, so it could shake things up from playability. And if any of you guys are shitting on the old RRs from set 1 and set 2, you might be sitting on a gold mine. Because those are not the English print runs were very small. Well, I mean, small compared to today's print runs. So if any of you guys out there have those RR shitting around, they may have just gone up 10x
well,
in value.
that's if you don't think they're going to reprint it.
That is true. That is very true, and I didn't think about that, but
Right. Like if I had to
I'm
put
trying to put a positive spin on things here.
if I had to put my money down on it, like if I had to gamble on something, I would gamble on they're going to potentially do something. Like if it's that needed, because they do it to everything else. Why wouldn't they?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I could see actually happening. So who knows? Who knows what it is? But I think there's an extreme possibility of it. If you get
Joshua Bixby, in regards to your comment there, my trips to dinner with friends is after Weiss tournaments. But okay, so Ty Pruitt, who's a little more on top because he lives with the big super ReZero player is commenting that it's the commons from set 2 that are going to go crazy.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, if it's, if there's a situation that breeds those $30 commons from the Bunny Girl sets or the $60 toilets, there may be a chance for some money there for some folks.
Yeah, I'll be able to take friends and family out. I will tell you what I've been doing with my money if you're wondering. Like what I do with my money now is because even Pokemon's hard to get. I did buy
Uh-huh.
I did buy my dress up darling. I did buy a case of that. But what I've been doing, this is for the people out there that wonder. What I've been doing is I'm trying to make this a self-sufficient. I've said before I buy stocks and all that, and I've said it on a channel member video that I use some of the dividends, the interest that I get. I've just been pouring it into dividends and bonds. Literally, I'm almost getting to a point where I'm not talking, and I purposely don't tell you how much I spend on this stuff. So it could be $1,000, it could be $50,000. You're never going to know. But I will say, like, I'm getting to a point where, like, everything I have invested interest wise is being able to pay for all this, which is like the actual goal. Like now I could just buy just using my interest. So I don't even have to use money anymore. Like, I mean, interest is money. But because of Bushiroad deciding to go down this path of putting out boring stuff, I've literally just been buying dividend paying stocks. And now I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just going to just whenever I find something that actually comes up, if not, then I guess I just keep saving more money. Like that's literally how it's been going. So, I mean,
Um,
not a big loss if I
Agumon
don't.
Tamer, Agumon Tamer just sent me a screenshot from his phone that might be very interesting for the folks in the chat. If you want to bring it up, I copy and pasted it over to our chat where we're talking and stuff. Our PM.
Yeah,
I
see,
don't know. I don't know if those prices changed like 5 minutes ago, or if that's current pricing before the announcement. But like the 1-0 that's 15 and the 0-0 that's 16 are going to be played in every freaking ReZero deck there is.
yeah, but this is what I was saying before. Remember, easy reprint, because do you remember what's inside
Yeah.
of number 2? Like the SPs inside of there?
Um. Well, I mean, it's always got a REM, and that's printing money.
Here you go. Right, this one, and then
Yeah.
this one, that one. Yeah, I easily could see a reprint. I'm just gonna, and then if you couple that with what you just showed me, not that, with that card, which I just apparently have lost. There. ReZero Volume 2, Volume 2, Volume 2. Like,
Yep.
why wouldn't I reprint it on you? Like, I would easily reprint. That's not like if I saw those and I was Bushiroad, I'm like, all right, well, screw it. Like, why wouldn't I? I would 100% reprint on everybody.
They should, but they didn't announce it at this time, and I would have figured they would have announced it with the announcement of the new set.
No, they would give it. There would be some time in between because they didn't even give you a date on that, so they have plenty of time. Yeah, no, like I would be honestly surprised if this was not reprinted. Like, so that's, I mean, it'll probably come out in silver if they do it, but easy
Yep.
reprint.
Well, I mean, those beach cards will look better in silver anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how expensive they are. Like, it's easy.
If they do a reprint, I know I normally say the reprints are rare, but in this case, it won't be.
Yeah, I'm
This will
reprinting
be the
on
one
you.
time the first edition premium's going to hold a freaking premium.
Yeah.
That's legit.
You know, I the interesting part, because I think I told you all this, because it's like, but what are you gonna stock in your closet if not cardboard? I do remember I said I have a storage unit that I put this stuff in, because there's a point where you run out of space, and the other side of that is you don't want to have all this stuff at your house. But um, I've been talking about this a lot. Is what do you do with all that stuff when you go to sell it? Like if you actually have a ton of product, like imagine you go to your closet and it's completely filled with brown boxes. How do you get rid of all of that? And I know some people right now that are experiencing that right now with how much stuff they have and attempting to sell it, because you could see prices on these things. I'm not even talking about Weiss Schwarz, I'm talking about like everything.
Yeah.
Like if you just go one day, I'm out. Like every one of you. Like how do you, your cards, your sealed, all of that. How are you going to get rid of all of it? And that's
To
something
be
that
honest,
that
I've
people
thought about it, and I don't have an exit strategy
there
at
yeah,
all.
yeah. I think people are going to
I don't think
find
since I focus on JP, I just don't think there's I don't have an exit strategy. I'll post it on Global and hope people pick up some of the stuff.
right. Yeah, that's the big thing. So even though it's cool to have all that stuff, even though you talk about like it going up in price, it's not it's not money until you sell it. And some people are
Yeah.
going to find out that it's going to be a lot harder than they actually think it will be. It's going to be disgustingly hard. Oh. That's all. I'm saying that as just make sure you know what you're going to do with all of this stuff. That's why I kept making a point on the member videos. Is like you got some, maybe you start selling some of this stuff more, just because you don't want to be there at the end of time and be like, oh, how am I getting rid of all this? You do not want to think about that. I'm about to sell all my Pokemon. Liquidator Rudy to the rescue. I think he doesn't pay like full. Was it like 65 he pays? So again, you have to even think about number wise how much you wanting to take. If you want to get the most out of it, how are you going to sell it? Then you have to think about taxes if you're not doing it by cash. And if you haven't kept records of how much you spent on all this stuff, that's another problem. So it's all fun and games until you actually have to go to get rid of it. That's where the big problem comes up. Yeah, it takes forever to get rid of. I've already started selling and reject. I can sell everything before I leave this life. Oh man, yeah, yeah, brutal. Just make sure everybody thinks through that on anything. Like even your cards, like you said, like play sets. Because some people can move play
Yeah.
sets easily, some people can't. And do you really want to have that thing just sit there if you're never going to
Well, it
use it again?
depends. It really depends on the play sets itself. Like, um, I moved Oshinoko English really fast. But if I tried to move my Oshinoko Japanese set 1 and 2, nobody's going to touch it unless I take like $50 for each play set
Yep.
because of it being out in English already.
Yeah.
My Love Live stuff, I've actually considered. I don't shoot me chat, but I've actually considered sell. I at one point considered getting rid of all my Love Live Nijikasaki, and the collection is too big and too bloated because I kind of went overkill on getting all my RRs, and I'm sitting on like 15 copies of big RRs. That there's just and nobody's gonna because the set's moved on. People have moved on from the set. There's just I might as well just keep it. It's I'm gonna get about as much money for it sitting by my feet right now than I would selling it. So it's like, oh, ouch.
Yeah. That's not good.
my Avenue Mujica English playset would move really quick because it's the hot thing right now. But 6 months probably not.
Yeah.
Maybe a year probably not. So it's like, I think you guys with the sealed and the signs, are going to do way better on exiting out than players like me and Algamon Tamer and others, because just the market for the bling is just a lot bigger. Like I know a person right now that if somebody wanted to get rid of a large collection of bling, I'd just say contact this guy here, and he'll take a ton of it because that's what he does. He flips Weiss Schwarz bling on whatnot, so he always needs stock coming in. But for the players, the exit strategy is brutal.
It's a problem on both sides. I mean, like Joshua
before-
said here,
and-
I'm worried about getting scammed since I have zero history as a seller on any platform. Right? Like
Right.
it's everything's a gigantic problem. Even just like thinking
Yeah,
about
with-
this booster box. I mean, you haven't had anything that's sold really. Well, actually, we have one. Here we go. Looks item. What January? Look at me, just already getting tricked. June, April, January. Dang, look at that. 6 items. Went 300. But it's still pretty hard because you see there's 4, 4, 2, 1. We got 11 boxes sitting here. Nobody buying it. Like you have an entire year gone by and you have 8 boxes sold. So like imagine if you have a whole case of these or 10 of these or whatever. It's not pretty when you try to go and sell this, especially when you think about potential reprint, which I 100% think. Like again, if I was Bushiroad and I'm staring at these numbers, making all kinds of money, I'm reprinting on all of you. That's an easy choice. Easy choice. And I'd laugh doing it too. I'm laughing right now.
It would be based on that discussion we had in the members Discord the other day. ReZero2 reprint would be very interesting.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Remember that? That
Yeah.
discussion.
Yep.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna plug it because Big B probably won't. Big B does have a join option that you guys should sign up for. It's only $1 a month, and you get access to the private Discord that is very, very active. And I'm a little biased because I'm a longtime member of it, but everybody in there is really great, and there's a lot of knowledge passed around. Like there always seems to be an expert for something. If something comes up that we need somebody to chime in and lay down the facts in, and it's a really good resource for info for all the for honestly all the TCGs. We discuss Magic a lot. We discuss Pokemon a lot, especially Pokemon a lot, and things like that. And so feel free to join in. And also, I think the membership fees go to the giveaways that Big B does. He can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure that's where it all goes.
Yeah.
So that's awesome too, because those giveaways are really fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll explain. Well, there's I've been running I was gonna talk about that. I remember video, but I've been running some sort of test. It's actually funny to me, like the world of YouTube and talking about things, call to actions. Like when people go like and subscribe or all of that stuff. It makes me laugh because I actually have another channel. I don't tell anybody about this other channel on YouTube, but I have it. It's just because it's a small niche kind of thing, even nichier than Weiss Schwarz, but it's hilarious because um, I guess it's just a different kind of crowd because even if I have a video with 20 views on it, it gets more likes and I don't say anything either. It gets more likes than any of my Weiss Schwarz videos with like hundreds more views on it. It's just hilarious to see because I don't even care either way. People need likes and subscribers. Like if you say it, people will do it. But when it comes to Weiss Schwarz, the algorithm doesn't matter because how many people are making Weiss Schwarz videos at this point? Right? That's why I said Bushiroad is never going to like add me as a content creator because look how many content creators are still left in Weiss Schwarz, and they don't. I don't exist to them because of the stuff I say. Because I'm critical of them. They're never going to acknowledge me as any sort of content creator they want to work with. But you see, like if you go on the YouTube right now and type in Weiss Schwarz and see how many people are still making videos for it, that just it's hilarious to me. So you need likes and subscribers if you want to move up the algorithm in like Pokemon or something. But Weiss Schwarz, you're gonna see my video because there's not many other people making videos unless you want to see card breaks or something. That's why I don't ever say it. I just don't. Like even when it comes to the TCG player giveaways, like I've been running my own kind of test in that way because if I say use my TCG player link, people will use it. But if I go, let's say, months without talking about this TCG player link, nobody will use it. So it's that's why I've been putting off the giveaway, because I was just seeing if that's really how it is, and that truthfully is how it is. It's like you have to keep saying it over and over again.
It's not nobody, because I know for a fact my last 3 TCG player orders were used with that. So
Yeah, then there's something missing, but yeah, that's how it goes.
the problem is I'm not buying signs.
Yeah, yeah, no, there's nothing for months, so then that's okay. I don't care, because I just give it all away anyways. I'm here for a stream again. Well, welcome. Yeah, make sure to start selling. Weiss Schwarz liquidity is pretty hard. It depends on the set, on which ones that move or not move. You just have to be really in tune with the sales volume and like what's going on. Like what happened with Goddess of Victory Nikkei, where they reprinted. It was crazy to me to hear that they were reprinting it and people would not lower their prices to get out. Like that was insane to me. And to see some people get stuck with as much, because that's what I said. Like I did a video on Nikkei when they did the reprint. I'm like, here's your advice. You should drop your price now. Drop your price now while you still can. And some people did not, and now they're still holding on to boxes and probably regretting it. But that's just how life goes, I guess. Because they could have stopped that reprint had a bunch of sellers actually done that, but they did not. So now you have what you have. So yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, the hobby is alive and well. I think part of that actually is the fact that they came out so late and nobody had prior notice of it. I mean, again, you had notice, they told people, but the YouTube link to the stream was so freaking late that most people didn't even know about it, that this was happening tonight.
Well, I think the 10 people he's referring to are the 10 watching watching us this stream.
No, I know. I'm exactly it.
Oh.
That's it. Because if you go and look right now on the other Weiss channels that are out there, there's normally more people watching. Like not even including mine. I'm talking about other people as well. It's people didn't know. that's the problem. It was way too late. They said 10 hours ago, 12 hours ago at this point that they're going to do this stream tonight. It's way too late for people to know. So, because even then I only made this stream like at 30 minutes before I went live. I didn't even know if I was going to do this myself. It's just overall bad.
You told me 8 minutes before.
Yeah, exactly. See, there's just not enough time. People didn't know. So that is it. That is it.
But for those of you who made it, thank you. Thank you for coming out and keeping us company.
Yeah.
Talking into the void of the internet, nobody listening is pretty depressing.
Well, no, I mean, I'm good with that. So I've been on the days where, you start out on Twitch or you do YouTube and you had nobody watch. Like that's how Weiss Schwarz content creators are, right? Like if you go out here and look, there's people that literally have like 1 view, 0 views. And that's they talk out into the void, and that's just what you got to do. To have to talk out into the void. So that's it's sad, but you got to start from somewhere. You just look at all these where it's just basically nothing, and that's part of why I keep saying is it worth it to do some of these videos? That's why I made some channel member videos, because if nobody really wants to watch it, and if there's somebody that wants to watch it in the channel members, then I'll still make it. But you're gonna find that there's some videos out here that people just don't watch, and there's barely anything around anymore other than pack openings and breaks. That's where we are on Weiss Schwarz content.
Oh, breaks.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the whole point is if you have to enjoy making the content, like the people will come after. I think that's what it is. I was fine, like talking to, like it's really cool when you have a smaller audience because you get to know them better. That's people make that sound like it's a consolation. Like, yeah, you may not have it, but do you really get this kind of one-on-one kind of talk? Yeah, no.
I think that's where the Discord really does well,
Yeah.
because everybody is getting to know each other and stuff like that.
Versus a sea of people that don't know each other.
Right, you
So,
can actually follow the conversation in the Discord.
yeah. Unless someone goes
Even
off
though
on a rant.
I might have messed that up on my 10 paragraph rant about work,
There
but
you go. There you go. Discord, yeah, Discord's fun. But yeah, maybe one day Weiss will come back. Maybe it won't, but I'm gonna hope that they do. I really do. I enjoy this. I at least want to get Rent a Girlfriend coming, and based on their investor numbers here, they're not going away anytime soon. So
nope,
let's just
they're
hope
not.
for
I mean,
better things ahead.
didn't we have a bad year like 2 years ago where like everything stunk that came out? Wasn't it
Uh,
2 years ago? The years are all blurred. I have a hard time separating years at this point. So it all kind of blurs together.
it all evens out
But
to
I think
them
it was,
because you could see it right here.
yeah,
It all
yep.
evens. It's just been up.
I do really appreciate though that if you look at that last chart, for this quarter, the Japanese language cards did as well as the English release cards. I did find that very amusing.
Wait, what? Green,
Okay, if you look at
yellow,
your chart
red.
thing there, yeah, the
Uh-huh.
yellow. I thought the yellow is Japanese release cards sold to
Yep,
sold overseas,
it is.
and the red is the English and Chinese language
Yeah.
releases, and that I can't see the numbers on your screen very well, but
52 and
that's okay.
48.
Now I've got it blown up, but yeah, that's pretty close.
Hmm.
That's not a ton of difference.
Yeah, but that's why they have no reason to make the foreign language cards better, because you're
Yep.
still going to buy the Japanese. If you made it on par, their Japanese sales would be lower. So that's why I'm like, until this
Yep.
changes.
It's a brilliant marketing strategy because they've got people are buying stuff because they just don't think it's going to get over to the English language stuff.
Well, that and the AGRs help too. And Weiss Schwarz Rose, you have Blau, like all that stuff.
Yep.
Rebirth never coming.
Yep.
Because there's, when you think about that, the net sale of Japanese editions, that includes all the games. So all of that inside of here. Versus over here,
Right.
these foreign ones, there's only so many games that they make foreign. So it's not as close as it seems because of how many other games there are. But still, I get the thought.
Right. I would say it's the Japanese exclusivity
Yeah.
sets. Whether they're part of Rose, Blau, regular Weiss JP, that those sets are selling in the West or overseas.
I mean, yeah, it helps with the. That's why I keep saying the AGR is like a huge thing, because if I
Yep.
really wanted that Chizuru or if I wanted that Karumi, like I have no choice but to buy Weiss Schwarz JP, because at this point we're not getting any sort of AGR if I wanted that
Right.
shot at it. So it's very frustrating that I have to do that, because then it's like, what do I do with the JP cards? What do I do with all that? I don't want to double
Depends on the
buy.
set. If it's the right set, you just message me and let me know you got it, and we'll see what we can work out. Or I'll find somebody who needs them.
The
Right.
the AGR is sellable. I think the SIRs are the ones that are unsellable. Like, if anything, it's the AGR is sellable. People are buying those AGRs pretty easily, and it just depends on the IP too. Because you imagine if you had an Alia AGR price not insane versus a SIR that's just a serial number with the stamp on it. The completely different things. Like, you could say about that with the GGO. You could say that with Licorice Recoil Premium, where it's just no actual age autographs hand sign on there. The I mean, like the other part again
mean,
is the price of it.
how many we don't usually see a ton of sales though. We only see like 1 or 2 sales for each set's SIR or AGR though.
What do you mean the AG? Are you saying the AGR? They don't.
Are you seeing the sales elsewhere? Because I only ever come across like one that sells.
Oh no, I see it
I'll
all
see
the
a post
time
where one sold.
on
Okay.
X's. Yeah, no, they sell. AGR sell.
Okay.
I mean, you can't have some
deal.
like in like the Sir that you were showing from Azure Lane. 20. No one's buying that for 25,000. That's just stupid. Like
Yeah.
that's the point. Some people, some people have some ridiculous prices in mind, right? Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like that these prices here that are showing up on here, that is just somebody with just either showing off the card that they have it, or like are in. I had to stop myself from saying something. They just have some unreal expectation of this. Okay, this ain't 25,000 in any day. But
No, I mean honestly, a Beckett 10's probably it's slightly above regular raw. Since raw average waste card raw's 9.5. So
no, I mean like here, show you.
Mm. Though I say that now, and I have a Beckett submission out there, so it's probably going to come back at 9, and I'm going to be really sad.
All right, here.
And I'm going to feel like a moron for spending as much as I did to get it graded.
So if you look at this card, you could tell it's English. I know it's blurry here, but best I can do. You have English words here. You have English words here. But outside of all that, there's no real difference between this and a Japanese looking card. So if you're going to tell me that this card is $25,000, I could just buy the JP AGR for less than this. You
Yep.
get it? Like it's absolutely insane that anybody thinks that they can get it for this much money. Like that's my point. Like that. So if you're gonna say these don't sell in English, well, yeah, that's because people have unrealistic expectations of the price. That's what I keep saying on these videos. I'm like, you're going to find out that these serial numbers, like people keep trying to sell them. They're like, oh, it's 15,000, it's 10,000. It's like once you have enough of these out there, it's not gonna be worth all that much. It's and people could look for number ones and all this stuff, but it's not as much as they think. The AGR is the only thing that makes it special. These stirs are just because JP doesn't want to give us the AGRs. So just buy the AGRs on the JP side. It doesn't make any sense to pay this.
I want to take a second and address what Joshua Bixby just put in the chat. That's a very hard hitting point. So I definitely want to take a shot at addressing it.
But
Joshua, the problem with high-end Weiss cards is you don't often get one that you'd want to keep for PC. Okay, so let's use Avenue Mujica as an example, okay? If I pulled, there are 10
richest man.
SSPs in it.
Huh?
And there's literally, I am incentivized by the values of the card to immediately try to sell them. Literally, I pulled the Chihaya Anon SSP from Avenue Mujica, sold it 30 seconds after it came out of my pack. The reason being is I had a cash offer, of a legit cash offer that overwhelmed what I thought the card would be worth to me emotionally in my private collection, in my PC. Now, a couple boxes later, a friend of mine hit, one of our locals, a friend of mine, hit the Mortis SSP. I would have never sold that. That would have went in my personal collection. It probably would have been I would have graded it with degree, and it would have been my center marker every time I played that deck. So when we talk about the values on like that Enterprise, yeah, the Enterprise, I'm not an Azur Lane fan. If I happen to randomly open a pack and hit that, I would immediately sell it without a hesitation. and I'd sell it for thousands less than than the one we were showing in the on the screenshot there.
Are you talking
And
about the
I don't
Sir,
think
or are you talking about the AGR?
either or.
I
It doesn't matter for what I'm
I
trying to explain.
I would never
Um,
sell that if I got the AGR ever.
right, but I don't give a hoot about Enterprise. Enterprise has no. I actually really her character aggravated me in the anime, so I would be very inclined. The value of the money outweighs the value of what I would want in my personal collection. Now, if there was a Zuikaku one, I'd really have to scratch my chin and think about, okay, do I want to keep this? And I mean, I know it looks horrible that, we're always talking about how much we would want to sell the card for. Well, that's frankly because Weiss Schwarz is a fan-based and emotionally based game. Um, some of my most cherished signs in my personal collection aren't worth crap compared to a lot of the SPs that people in this chat have. One of my personal favorite signs is a $30 sign, but I am extremely emotionally attached to it, and it's never going anywhere. One copy of it's slab, the other copy of it that I have is hooked to my Eda bag.
Yeah, but
So
maybe that's the difference, because I wouldn't open a box of something that I wouldn't want to keep any of the cards that I pull. Like the thought of selling any of this stuff has never crossed my mind. Like I keep saying that over and over again, because even though I talk about investing,
if I'm
it's
buying
like,
packs, if I'm buying packs,
uh-huh.
if I'm buying Azur Lane packs, I'm buying it to get rares and RRs I'm going to use in decks.
Yeah, see, that's the difference. You don't have
My
a
motivation is to get the cards to play, and if I happen to hit that Enterprise, yeah, I'm gonna flip it to get more money for cards to play.
yeah. Well, it comes down to the
I would
view.
flip it to a.
It
I would
comes
probably
down to
flip it
the
into a max
viewpoint.
rarity deck.
It comes down to the viewpoint, because me
Yeah,
as a collector, like, I'm only ever opening a box of something that I actually want to keep. So if I hit an AGR, that would be an amazing thing. Like, oh my god, look at this special
right.
card that I got. So it's yeah,
So
it just
I'm kind
depends
of
on the viewpoint.
right, and that's kind of the thing with Mr. Bigsby's comment there. It's like I know it looks awful that someone like myself is talking about more about the value of that Enterprise than the collectability of the card. Well, unfortunately, that's just the higher value thing to me. If we want to talk about Uma signs, you're going to hear me turn into a freaking dork and talk about how I want to keep a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, but you see the point.
And
Like, I remember
yeah,
at the very beginning of all this, like when I started doing this, people were saying about investors, collectors, and players, and I've said all along that players are more aligned to a reseller than an actual collector is, and I remember taking a lot of crap for that. And I'm like, no, because when I open a box, even though I talked about pricing and stuff, you've heard me say I don't sell stuff. So I
right.
am more aligned to, I'm keeping this stuff because I like it. Where a player is going to open a box, be like, I don't care, I'm just going to flip this thing and then get the money. And whatever
Yeah,
you do with the
because
money, you're doing with the
for
money.
me, for me, I hit the lottery and it's going to pay for my cards for the next 6 months. And you're right, players are a little more flippy than collectors because we're not trying to go for everything. I care about play sets and I care about having bling for the girls that I go crazy over.
Kind of,
That's
because
my those are my motivations.
well, no, I mean, like, some people will flip meta cards. Some people, when that ReZero got announced, or Attack on Titan way back when, or another set got
Mhm.
announced, what did the players do? They went on TCG Player or wherever they get cards, bought them all, and then flipped them to their fellow men and women out there. So it's like it's it always disturbed me, and the fact that people don't really recognize that uh that the
But
people that are
that's something.
flipping are the players themselves onto each other.
Oh, it's everybody. Come on, they'll just say it's players doing that.
I don't know any investor from the boom that really knew the meta enough to go and do that. Like, it was definitely the players doing that to each other. So it's like, what do you mean? How would anybody know to get that ReZero card that, like, came from Pokemon? Like, it's definitely them. Yeah, I closed it. No. This, yes. But those commons, how would anybody know that? right? No,
Yeah, that's definitely player knowledge.
yeah, that's right here. Yeah, a common that goes for
That's
$17. That's
I think passing around player knowledge is why I'm supposed to be here. So
no, I know, but it's it was weird to me when people can't recognize that players flip on each other. They're the ones reselling on each other on these meta cards. All right, oh, it's now consignments, not players flipping.
this Weiss, I don't know if Weiss has consignments per se though.
People care about the
I mean,
difference between
in
AGR
other
and
things like
SIR.
sports cards, oh heck yes, it's definitely consigners. But I
AGR
don't know if Weiss really has that.
AGR is definitely more desirable than SIRs and more sellable. Like it's because it's signed by that person. It's more special. Like even then, like I see all the time where people on Facebook talk about like going to conventions, right, and getting it signed and then selling it. They're one of those people selling it, the card that they just got signed on Facebook for 75 and 100. And what happens every time is people are like, nobody's gonna buy that. I could just take that card myself and go and meet this VA in person and get it signed. But every time that happens, it all sells out because it's something special. The AGR is special. SIR's not so much. It's just a thing with a serial number on it. So AGRs do sell. Like you're probably just not looking in all the right places, but I see it all the time selling. People are so excited to get AGRs showing it off. It's pretty crazy. And even then, if you pull it and you're a collector that wanted it, I mean, it's not going to sell because you're going to hold on to it forever. Whereas SIR, I like if I got this right here, it would be a lot easier in my mind to sell this thing versus the AGR. The AGR is something special, right? Like I won that Raise the Ceiling voice actress signature. I got a hand signed signature. Yeah, I'm never going to sell that thing. That thing is amazing. So I already know the feeling of having a special hand signed card that no one else is ever going to have. You know, like the voice actress actually signed it, which is actually pretty cool. But you know, I had Natsumi sign it. Oh, thanks, Thomas. Just let me try the feature out. Thank you, thank you. Yay. Appreciate that.
Mr. Bixby, the serial number, I mean, yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, Seiyu signs are much more interesting than the serial number, but the sports card hobby is literally driven by serial numbers. I mean, they obsess over those freaking numbers. And they're to the point where like they'll have 10 different versions of serial number cards. 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 50, 1 out of 25, 1 out of 100, 1 out of 500 or something like that. So I think that's just so right or wrong, that's carried over into our hobby, our Weiss, and it's carried over into MTG. And there are people out in the world that actually care about that for whatever. For whatever reason. I mean, I guess it is cool to think, hey, I have something, there's only 5 copies in the world. But I mean, you could take a Weiss card and grade it with a small company, and you have one of one in the world. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's only ever worth it if it's somebody that matters, right? It's like holding on to a
Yeah.
rookie card for somebody, but
Yep.
if they never amount to anything, it's just trash, garbage. And then you throw it away, and then they make something of themselves, and then you wish you didn't do that. But it's the same idea here. That's why it's like AGR versus SIR. If you put this one versus the other one, AGR versus the SIR, I mean, like this $25,000 makes 0 sense. And the other fact, again, that I keep saying is they don't even tell you how many of these exist. And people are like, I think it's 25. Well, yeah, you think it's 25, but then they do a reprint. And then they could just add another 25 in there if they really wanted to. Because there's nothing to stop them from doing that. There's nothing that says, oh, we can't make more SIRs. Right? They can
Yep.
do whatever they want. and it's
That's the big question right now in the Magic the Gathering community.
Yeah, but you think about this
Now
when
that Magic is doing serials.
when you have an AGR signed by the lady herself, that thing, even though you don't know the actual number of them, it's still signed by her. Where this is just a soulless serial number.
They could pay her to sign more.
No, I know, but it's still special. It's less special because there's more of them, but think about this one where there's no stamp at all. What makes this thing special? A serial number that you think is limited to 25. And then you find out it's not 25. And then this thing isn't
sorry.
25,000 anymore. Yeah.
The new conservative, I don't know. There are a lot of seiyus that people still care about after 20 years.
I do.
Oh my gosh, I can think there's a couple that are just goddesses at 50 and they're still filling autograph lines and everything else 20 years after they've been in the business. So yeah, I couldn't remember her name. Thank you, Agumon Tamer. I
Yeah.
couldn't remember Megumi.
There's
Megumi's
definitely
name.
some that stand out. And
Yeah.
the coolest part is when you look up the voice actor or actress that you like and they're like, oh my god, they did this one, and you're like, I like that series, I didn't know they did that. Or you just hear their voice in an anime and it sounds familiar and like, I think it's that person. It's really cool. So just to me, this is all that nostalgia. That's why when I got the Overlord one where it has the illustrator, the author on there, yeah, it's nice to have that signature, but at the same time, it doesn't bring back as many memories as for me. If you read the book, then maybe you're good with that. But for me, I just do nothing but anime, so I need the voice actress on there. That's what I'm looking for. So that's why I enjoy that a lot.
Joshua Bixby, in your comments, to be honest, I think what you're describing there is more likely than seiyus going out. I mean, if you look at 20 years ago would be 2000s. Not a lot of anime from the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s is super on the map as far as currently, like trendy being followed. I think there were some Slayers in 2000. A lot of the stuff I watched in the 2000s, most people would be like, "What the are you talking about?" But so, I mean, yeah, we could easily see a world in 20 years where quintessential quintuplets is kind of forgotten. Well, maybe
Wins.
that one and ReZero might be
Never.
safe, but because major waifu power. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the anime will be gone for whatever the new current recency bias will be. I mean, I watched hundreds of titles in the 2000s and I can't remember. Like nothing's coming. I'm trying to stall time to think of something, and nothing's coming to my mind right now.
Is that what you're doing?
That has been buried. What's that?
Is that what you're doing? You're like solid until you figure it out. But
Yeah. Okay. Thankfully, my significant other bailed me out and reminded me of Haruhi Suzumiya. But even Haruhi, she was like the biggest thing since sliced bread when she came out. But now it's like, okay.
Haruhi never dies. Haruhi.
Yeah, but Haruhi's been swept so far. Haruhi's still alive, but it's swept so far under the rug that barely anybody thinks about it.
Oh no, there is so Rent a Girlfriend Minnie. Someone had it on there. She was wearing an Endless 8 shirt on there. They still call back then that Minnie was actually fairly recently on Rent a Girlfriend. So still the callback to the Endless 8. Haruhi. The most painful part of that show was Endless 8. I don't know how many episodes it was. I mean,
It was 8.
Was it literally 8 episodes?
It was literally 8.
Yeah, I remember sitting through all 8 of them.
And I remember it happening like as it was happening, and people were losing their
That was
mind.
insane. But that was beautiful. I think looking back on that was such an amazing thing they did. Maybe people watching it at the time, like we all hated it, but it was such an amazing thing. So anyways, I have Ray on here. You have her here, right? We have Oshinoko for the little bit of time. I mean, just amazing voice actor. Isekai Quartet, yes. But you have all these.
She's gonna be one that people, when she's 80 years old, she's gonna fill a autograph line.
Yeah.
And David Young's gonna be in line, and he's gonna be drooling all over the place and simping so hard it's sad.
Yeah. She did Megumin.
He'll be older than her. So he'll be coming up in his he'll be coming up on a walker.
And then you have Sora as well. I love her. She's great. So I mean, yeah, she's really great. So yeah, there's gonna be some standouts, of course. There's gonna be some that are forgotten, but it really just depends on everybody likes different voice actresses, I guess. Voice actors, voice actresses.
The
You have some
Bushiroad girls probably have a chance too, because Bushiroad keeps reusing them.
Oh
and
yeah, they're in a
everything.
bunch of things.
Yep.
Yep. Sora's over here. She plays Chizuru. There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you have them just reappear in many, many different animes. Doing Elizabeth. Yeah, so nice. Yeah, AGR. That's what's special about it. AGR. Sirs, they're soulless as the regular stamp SP, but and I say that just because of the pricing. The pricing is for something soulless to have 25,000. I mean, why would you? Again, what I tell you to do with this $25,000, if you're gonna buy this, is maybe you should buy a bond or a dividend or something, stock. Just get the interest from there. Maybe that's what you should do with that money. I think that'd be a better use of that money than buying this card.
A car
Uh,
is good for 25,000.
yeah, I guess. I don't know. Even buying a car at this point, I don't know if that's some people love their cars, I guess. I don't have.
Well, I mean, at least a car gets you from point A to point B and is useful.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean anything at this point. This 25,000 buys you a house. That's a house.
It
That's
actually in the town right near me where I used to live, on the other side of the Indiana-Illinois border, 25,000 will get you a house that's move-in ready.
oh yeah, no, it's that's a
I mean,
down that's a down payment for a house.
It will need work. No, literally.
Oh, I wouldn't buy it.
And
I wouldn't buy a fixer
you could
upper. No way I'd do
no,
that.
no, you're not following me. Literally, okay, this is embarrassing to admit. Don't eat me alive. I was a lot younger and I wasn't ready for what I was dealing with. But I literally spent $28,000 on a house that was move-in ready
What do you mean, like?
in this town.
No, I mean, like, is that all you paid throughout the life, or is that?
Yes, the loan was for $28,000.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's as long as
And
you're good with it.
the house was actually already fixed up because this town is so economically destroyed.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so 25,000 can buy you a house that you could easily turn around and turn into a rental property.
I lived in a mobile home when I was a kid.
Danville, Illinois.
I'm good.
In
like,
Danville, Illinois.
Yeah, no.
Well, the downside of it is I got it foreclosed because of bad
whatever.
life situations.
I mean, it doesn't matter. House is a house, and as long as it's fine, it's fine. I mean, like I said, I will unashamedly say that I lived in a mobile home, like, but growing up, like, I don't care. Like, a house is a house. You spend it on somewhere you can live. Cards is not somewhere you can live. It's
Joshua Bixby, that was in the late 2000s, but I could still do it today because this town is so economically depressed.
yeah. But even then, 25,000 is a down payment on a house. Like you
Yeah,
can move
it would be
it.
a
You
down
can move.
payment,
You
but-
can move into a house. You can get a loan and drop 25,000 and live in a house.
Yep.
What you could do with that for a card that's not worth this.
I think it would be about 30, 35 now. But yeah, still that's pretty. Here's my down payment. It's over half the value of the house, and then turn it into a rental for $600-800 a month.
Look at Thomas over here, but it's number 13. Yeah, it's number 13.
Yeah, it's unlucky. It's gonna ruin your finances.
Yeah. I could have zoomed in all that time. Dang it. Put in a little paint, but yeah, you can see it. What is this? Surface 9.5. Wonder. That sucks. Kind of blows, but yeah, I mean, credit where credit's due. They actually use like this part of it, even though it's just like the ship itself. But like less diamond, the better. I don't need this diamond background. So yeah, getting back to all this is like, this isn't as valuable. This is where I'm saying, like, I'd rather have the JP, because you've always heard me say, like, I wouldn't bother collecting the JP. This one I would, because it really doesn't matter all that much because of the English words over here. It's not like it matters much, like on the card itself. Like this is what matters, is the front right there. The stuff to the right of that bar. Oh, bang! It's this person. These people are definitely out of touch if that's what they think. This is really, like I said, unless they're really just trying to show off card. If they're showing off the card, I'm cool with it.
Rudy from Alpha Investments quoted them the 25K price, probably.
Wow. Can't do anything about that, but they know. Because the JP one is just fundamentally better.
And for a
English
disclaimer, guys, that
words
was a joke.
ugly. Yeah, we don't need them English words. Screw them English words. Yeah. Way cooler with another language on there. On this one, I'm good with that because that's what you see on the signature, right? Like the signatures. I can't read that signature at all, or the words underneath it. The signature itself, I mean, look, a lovely little heart on there. That's fancy. I do like that. Look at that. We got a heart. You got a smiley face on there. That's pretty. Pretty. I wish I had a cool signature, but my signature looks like a second grader. That's what it does. Like, imagine when you got taught cursive. I don't think kids get taught that anymore. That's what my signature looks like. It's a second grade signature. Something I found weird, it doesn't have the correct English set coding on this card. Freaking small. Hey, up here. I don't know what the code is, but I will take your word for it. You're telling me there's serialized cards in this box that's only $30. What are people doing? Yeah.
That happens all the time in sports cards, so.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's watered down. It means nothing. I remember my sister when she opened the Bloomborough Magic the Gathering, she got like 0 number cards in there. They were worth like nothing. So it's at the very least, these are worth still something. But again, it just depends on the set, right? Because you have this Icarus Recoil Premium. Remember this thing? Has anybody looked at this in a while? I have. I looked at it earlier today.
I haven't.
Bang, look at that.
I just feel bad when I walk by my
$24.99.
LGS and there's still some sitting there because nobody wants it.
$24.99 for this thing. 0 number. It looks pretty. It's not worth $24.99 though.
Nope.
No. Wait, how much is the booster? The 7. Wait, no, that's not it. Oh, I hate when they do that. What is that? 18 plus 8, $26. That ain't bad. Except for that GGO. GO at $14. Get it. Oh, don't forget TCGPLAYER sale end of the month. You get what, 10% back? What we said, 10% back on everything. So if you wanted this Licorice Recoil Premium Booster Box for 10% in store credit, wait till the end of the month, because I think I have this fair thought that this is going to be sitting there waiting for you. Hey, look at that.
So all right. So for our bargain bin hunters, what do you think is better buy? Gun Gale Online Premium or Lyco Reco Premium? If somebody wanted to play around with some really cheap boxes.
Say again.
Okay.
Which ones?
So what do you think's the better buy? If somebody wants to go and rip some cheap boxes, do you think they should get Lyco Reco or do you think they should get Gun Gale?
I mean, the answer is neither. You would get neither. Well, I mean,
okay. All right, I walked into that.
Well, the truth is, like, you look at these SPs, how many people really want it? Like, look at this one. The last one sold August 4th for $29. Even though this thing says $70 on it, it actually sold back then for $29. Is $29 right? Or they just fire sale that thing to get rid of it? Like, you could go in the middle. Okay, so this thing is $40. So you're going to open a box potentially and get a $40 SP or lower. Like, it's not good. It's very bad. Like, right here, like, see, from here on, let's just say from here on is how many cards above Well, actually, here on is above the premium booster box. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards above this premium booster box price. Like that is terrible. Like I wouldn't open either one of them. Again, just put your money into a bond. You'll do better in life. That I don't think that's it. How many people own the first set? No, it's the fact that an SP has no signature on it. That's the problem. Like that's the problem. How many collectors want to collect this? Because remember, I keep saying on the videos about this product, this thing isn't going to sell unless you cut the price in half. That's exactly what I said. Look, this thing sold July 10th for $400, right? Look at the price now. It's $175 and still no one bought it. There is lack of demand for it because nobody wants this card. I don't. As a collector, this right here looks like an SR to me. You're not gonna tell me if you told me this is an SP and I look at the card, I think you just made me a counterfeit card because I'm like, where's the signature at? You're trying to tell me I'm gonna buy this for 175? No. You're gonna cut this thing in half. You drop that to 80, maybe you sell it. Right? Like
Well, Joshua Bixby just came up with the answer.
what?
He's got the right answer there of what to do, what we all need to do. He says, I wonder if you could buy a ton of cheap boxes, pay Rudy to open 10 of the set on his channel, and then let him pump and dump them.
That's kind of what happened with the Bang Dream Premium, right? I'm not saying anything about Rudy doing anything pumping or dumping or anything like that. I'm just saying that now. I don't like to get sued. I'm just saying it's when Rudy opens something, we saw that happen with Bang Dream Premium, where he talked about it and then magically people started buying it, even though this was a terrible product.
I hope everybody out there managed to sell those when that happened.
This one. Yeah, that one got boosted.
Oh my God,
up.
they're still how the hell are they still that high?
29.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably around the time where he was talking about it because you could see a bunch of sales happen.
Wow, look at that 1 day sales line. That is something.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, last sold July 14th for $15, so now it's 29. So hey, I like that name. Baby seals are fun. Whoever this is, baby seals are fun. That's at least a fun name. GGO was going for $10 on Collector Store today. They sold out. Otherwise, I would have bought a decent amount. Yeah, look at that. Geo. Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely amazing how low that thing has gotten.
One at the Chicago BCS, the biggest Weiss store in Chicago was doing a special. If you bought one of the Gun Gale reprint boxes, they'd throw in a box of premium for free.
Yeah, this is absolutely awful what they did to it.
But it was a genius move because I saw a lot of people walking around with Gun Gale boxes. So it must have worked. Hopefully he made $1 at least on each of them.
They've done original art before. It's just you don't remove pieces of it. You don't take the signatures away. We've talked about this before, like especially when you think about that one called. Oh, I don't remember. I deleted it from my memory. Sure. What was that one that I always make fun of? It was an English exclusive. Started with a G. Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear. Remember this thing? Oh man. It's actually gone up because of, I don't know, people just attempting to open it. But then you look at the SP prices. This is the equivalent. This is why I keep saying about Licorice Recoil prices, because it should remind you of like these things. Yeah. Yeah. And remember, you just saw like a Licorice Recoil SP for like $14. Yeah, this is what this is. Guilty Gear. They got Guilty Geared. That's what it is. These are just glorified SRs with some gold foiling on it. Very sad. Oh, look at this one. Bridget, New Purpose, $106. 8-hit wonder.
That was the
Yep.
if you attend 8 tournaments promo.
I do remember that. Yeah.
I did finally get my ruby. It took going to 2 BCSs, but I got it.
Which is pretty messed up. Is this thing still $10? Man, this thing is still $10. I remember they like one of them went for $5. Pretty insane. You know, imagine you open a box, you get an SP, and it's $5. That was the lowest I saw.
I've done worse.
Yeah, but that was back then.
Back in the day, I opened the box of Nanoha A's and got a $2 SP.
Yeah, but that was back then. I mean, like you're.
It was my first SP. It was my first SP that ever came out of a booster box.
Yeah, that's awful. But like in the time period that we're in now, Bushiroad should know better, and the like make stuff like this is just absolutely insane. Yeah. Premium booster. Oh yeah, premium booster box. Like if you ever seen any of my premium booster box videos, you know I hate them. I absolutely hate every premium booster box out there. I don't care. I wish they would get rid of it.
Hogabon Tamer in the chat is sharing a story. He opened a box of Guilty Gear at our local LGS we were at the time, hit 2 SPs in the box, and lost money on the box.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, oh my god.
This thing is absolutely trash. It is. I don't say that about, well, actually I do say about a lot of sets. That's why I am not their content creator, even though I'm one of the last ones still left. But yeah, because this thing is awful, absolutely awful. But hey, I mean, there's people that loved it that are fans of it. And what I mean by that is like I wish for the fans, because I love Weiss Schwarz, I wish for the fans they would have did it more justice. That's what I wish they would have done for him, because you know, like you pull that box, you get this thing, and you're just, you know, sad. You know, you imagine pulling an SP and being sad outside of like the one you don't want. But you know, just everybody's pulled an SP that they didn't want and got sad. This box right here is majority sadness. Hey, actually, let me see how many are.
At least they learned their lesson and fixed Dan to Dan.
They didn't really fix it.
I thought they put actual SPs in it.
No.
No.
No, they took.
Yeah, they did
me-
2 promos in Japanese, and then I thought they were putting them in the booster boxes for English.
Yeah, but that's not fixing all of them. So you have these 2, but the rest of them don't have signatures on it.
Right, but at least they went, oh wow, that was really bad with Guilty Gear, so let's make sure we have SPs in Dan to Dan. Even if we have to force them in.
Yeah, but that's only 2. There's 24 SPs. There's 24 SPs, 2 SSPs, and 3 SEC plus.
Right, but it's something. It's a small gesture.
The fix would fix.
It's a small acknowledgement that they know they screwed up.
The fix would be fixing all of it, not just like all. That's
Hey! We're the English market is the aftermath product. The fact they cared enough to give us 2 is shocking.
Yeah, that's this is the equivalent. This right here is your driveway, and let's just say it's winter and it snows, and you tell the person to go shovel the snow, and they did this much. They go, okay, I'm gonna rectify the situation. I'm gonna do this much.
Yeah,
like
that's Bushiroad on everything.
This right here is how much snow they cleaned up, and this is right here is still the problem. So that's the equivalent of what this is right here.
Maybe I've gotten, after 13 years of being with this company in this card game, I've got my expectations are so low that having at least that little corner shoveled, I'm going, well, it's better than nothing.
No, I'm not like that. I'm not like that at all. I would just I'm going to just go onto a video and say how bad it is. That's what I'm gonna do with it.
Oh.
Yeah. We get a little bit, but we don't get all of it. All of it fixed. That's what you do when you learn from your mistakes. You should fix it, not put a little band-aid on it, which is what this is. Oh, I mean, because you had this happen, right? This Guilty Gear happen, and yet you still end up with wherever I put Gun Gale at. Like where you still had that happen. So no, they didn't learn their lesson. They're gonna keep doing whatever they want to do. And you know what? You're gonna keep buying product. That's all I know. All I know is when I look at this is people are gonna keep buying product.
I mean, if you said you're going to keep buying products, so I'm going to respond to that. The only things I'm looking to pick up are 4 copies of the one card from Premium and Cinderella Grey
Yeah, but
on the JP side.
you're still gonna keep buying.
That's it.
Still gonna keep buying. I already have my line in the sand. This is it.
For a player, that's not very much buying.
Yeah, but this is my line. This is the line right here, Bushiroad. And it's not like they care. They don't care. They don't care what I do. This is it. Like I said, one more of these come out with SPs inside of it. I'm done. I quit. I quit Weiss Schwarz. This is it for me. And I'll be out. I'll be happy doing other things with my life, but this is it right here. Oh, I haven't sent away. Just want to see if they do it, because then I'm just like, well, then I guess I'll be at peace and I'll do other things with my life. But that is it. I got 3 sets at the start of the year. Yeah, no, that's not everybody. We all know it's like, right? Like every time we do one of these conferences that people be like, oh God, I got nothing. Or maybe I got one thing, something like that. But there's not enough players to go around. There's not enough places to even play at. The biggest problem with all that. But look at the right side, that a stamp of Cleat Season. I know, it looked like a stamp, didn't it? If people even use these things anymore, if people even send letters anymore. Yeah, look at that stamp. That's beautiful. No one sends letters anymore. Like I'm playing Pictionary with you. What is that? It's a piece of mail. It's a card. What's in there? I know what's in there. Do you know what's in there, Audrey?
Probably my commons that I ordered from TCGPLAYER.
No, it's not it at all. That is not it at. Oh no, I closed it. You know what's in there? It's this thing. Someone is going to get this card mailed with no insurance, just right in the middle there. That would be crazy, though. Can you imagine that? Someone just putting it in a plain white envelope, shoving it in there. Because we've all had stuff sent in a plain white envelope.
From that discussion on the Discord.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where there's some sellers that don't care, and they're just going to shove a card in there that doesn't belong in a plain white envelope. We've all had it before, where something is in there that didn't belong. Tape inside. Yeah, well, what kind of tape? Is it the painter's tape, or is it just the regular Scotch tape? Or should we use packing tape?
It's always the Scotch tape. It's always the Scotch tape that tears up your invoice when you try to take it off.
Yeah, that's nice. I hate the one that's on the top loader, and then it's like sticky on top where the card slips out, and then now it's touching the tape. Oh my God, I'm pissed. I am pissed when that happens. But yeah, that's what card is in. Not even the raw dog in the card. The card is just sitting inside of there. That's Weiss Schwarz Rosé was the golden ticket, but they made it tamer than regular Weiss Schwarz. Atrocious art. Oh yeah, that double-sided tape. It's double-sided. Yeah, you gotta double-side that tape. I mean,
I thought the artwork for more recent sets has been getting a little more raunchy.
Bang, like this one, Aqua Plus. And this is a little bit
Yeah.
better. But then I give you exhibit number 2, which I showed at the beginning. Wait, where am I? Exhibit number 2. Dude. Scroll. You know how long it takes to scroll up when I zoom this? Actually, you're watching it in real life. It takes forever. Where is it? What date is it? It is here. Key 25th anniversary. If you did not see these cards, I said some of
Yeah,
them look
it's
like
gonna
they
be really
belong
funny.
in rosé, like that
One
one.
person's
Like
gonna see
now.
that card and they're gonna think the keys of raunchy sets. They're gonna buy it and then be really disappointed.
No, there are some cards in here that are like the. Like if you take a look at some of the SRs or the PRRs is what they call them in this set. Yeah, no, there's that's why I say like if you like any of the key cards and you don't mind some of these middle rarities, they got some nice ones in here. Just saying, just saying. Oh, here you go. Good one. Off to the right. Here's another one. She's holding a watermelon ball. I would open it bigger, but YouTube is going to step on me for doing that. So just take a look at your own time. But they do have some really nice cards in there. So yeah, it's hilarious that Rosé is somewhat tamer sometimes than what you have with regular Weiss Schwarz, regular Weiss. So I'm still a Risei guy myself. If I'm gonna go down that path, I'm going to go Risei Overture, which I do actually want to pick up. I don't know where I lost my tabs. Gone here. Next in 4.0. I'm excited about this one. I probably will get that one. Yeah, I mean, I like this way better than Rosé. Weiss Schwarz, if you're not going to go the whole way, there's no real reason to even attempt, I think. Because then you just end up with sets that look like this. And you might as well just ended up getting this. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm done. Do you have any last words before we end this?
I'm
And
gonna say it because you won't. Make sure everybody on the way out, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe,
yeah, I'm
and press
not.
the join button to get on the Discord so we can talk to you during the day.
Yeah. I'm good. But thank you for saying that.
Also, curse you, Bushiroad, and go fucking fuck off for not giving me Uma.
Yeah, Uma Musume. and mommy's the best. Yeah, look at mommy. I will bid you all adieu. Key 25th anniversary. I wish would come to English, but it won't because it looks freaking awesome. I love Key. Such an amazing grouping of IPs. Just amazing. Mommy's the best, and I wish you all have a wonderful night. Dolphin Wave 1121. We'll see. I mean, look at this thing. Rebirth for you is never gonna die. This is one of the reasons why. Bye.
Bye bye.